We don't need the full intro today. I'm ready to go. You guys are ready to go. We don't need to sit here and wait for it. Let's crack on. Hey everybody, welcome in. Hope you're all well. Welcome along to some live bug hunting for F126. So we did this in the past. We did this back in January initially. And basically, we had a list of bugs that I wanted to prove actually were replicable, as in we can make it happen every single time, which is really important for bug killing, bug fixing is the word I'm looking for. Really important for that, to be able to actually replicate it all the time. There was a handful of bugs that we were able to replicate consistently. First up, we're going to check if they've actually fixed those bugs. And then secondly, we're going to have a list of new bugs that we found. And we're also going to try and make sure that they're replicable as well. So I need your guys' help. First up, I need your help to give me bugs. Bugs that you know happen all the time. Not bugs that happen once, or bugs that have got a very niche scenario, like in your two-player career mode, in Season 3, your one mate, the grid's always messed up. I can't possibly test that, right? It has to be something I can test right here, right now, and something that you know happens consistently, relatively consistently. If it's happened once and it's never happened again, it's no use to anybody, including EA. Although you should probably report it to EA anyway, but the odds of me being able to find it are slim. The odds of me being able to find it are 0. Also, I want you guys to actually directly look on your game in a second, which I'll explain in just a second. And then thirdly, I also want you guys to join an open lobby in a bit. We're not going to do that just yet, but we're going to fill up an open lobby and see if we get any bugs, because I know some people have issues with 22 people lobbies. That's enough words. Hopefully it all makes sense. That's what we're doing today. Welcome everybody. Hope you're all well. Hey James. Hey Ring Demon. Hey Tim. Hey Casket. Hey Josh. Hey Yui. Hey Mateo. Hey Sam. Hey Jacob. Hey Zeke. Zeke Wickens. That's a great name. I hope that's your real name. Zeke Wickens. That really rolls off a British tongue, that does. Zeke Wickens. Hey, not you, welcome in. Hey, Nathan. Hey, Spider. Hey, Devan. Oh, sorry, Nath rather than Nathan. Hey, Jamsy. Hey, Poochhead. Hey, James. Hey, Senna. Hey, Rory. So many people in chat already. Hey, Taylor. You guys are looking forward to the live bug hunting, clearly. Hey, Squeaz. Hey, Sam. Hey, Ryan. Welcome in, guys. Hope you're all good. All right, I'm not bored. No, I'm not bored. I think it's a really interesting thing to be doing live. It's not a boredom thing in the slightest. I think it's a really interesting thing to do live. And look, what I will say is EA saw the last video that we released in January. So I've done the testing that I can do offline. Well, as in the things that I knew were already fixed. And those things have there's a handful of things that have already been fixed. So that's fantastic. Right, just pause for a moment. And let's just launch the game, because quite often when I launch the game, it will crash. Now, not all of the time. I'd say something in the region of 1 in 5 to 1 in 10 times the game will crash, and it's normally before I get to the main menu. It's during normally one of the sort of splash screens. It very rarely crashes the second time I launch it, but maybe that's just pure odds and statistics, 1 in 5 to 1 in 10. But we'll see. If it crashes here in front of us today, it's clear that it's a bug that's happened. Unfortunately, it's not perfectly replicable, but let's just see. Also, it takes ages. It takes too long to launch the game. I know it's an anti-cheat thing, but it must be able to be sped up. Come on, I mean, I've got a very good PC here, stored on SSD, all the good stuff, and it takes so long to get into the game. Like, come on, man. So slow. It doesn't need to take this long. I mean, arguably, you could say some of the anti-cheat stuff could be done in the background, maybe technically impossible, but... Right, so I skip through. Sometimes when I skip through, it sometimes crashes here. That loading in the top left, see that scrolling through? Sometimes that'll freeze and it'll crash. Looks like we're all good this time. Occasionally it'll freeze on this screen. Looks like we're all good this time. Again, this is the problem, is I can't replicate it every time. I can't make it happen. So we're all good today though, so no worries on that. So not able to do that one. So 2 things we can help with. First of all, in chat, put right now the bugs that you know happen consistently and that you think I can replicate right now. That's point A. Point B, if you're in a My Team career mode, in fact, no, I might be able to test this myself because I've got a My Team career mode. Hold on. Wait, I went F1 mode. That's just pure habit. Career. My Team career. Should have a 25 one, shouldn't I? Here we go. So, what we're going to do for the first part of this is we're going to test the previous bugs that we know existed and see if they fix them. Because they do fix quite a few bugs silently without putting them in patch notes. So the first one to check is the cost cap in career, which is, again, is something I might need your help with. Anyone who still is actively playing My Team career, maybe I need your help, but it might just be fixed in this. So what this bug is the cost cap doesn't reset every season. It just keeps rolling on after every year. So you can't hit the cost cap in one season. It's physically impossible. A. Oh, we're into a race. Why are we into a race? And B, when you do, it just never resets after a season. So it just keeps going up and up and up and up across many seasons. No, I want to quit this race, please. I wanted to disconnect mid-race recently. I swapped wheels and it does the same thing. Yeah, again, I can't really replicate that because I haven't personally had that issue. Singapore battery glitch. You'll have to elaborate that one for me. Yes, we're going to do a 20-person, 22-person lobby in a bit. Also, force you randomly on controller. Again, if it's randomly, it's difficult to replicate. Most of that bug, you start half around the lap, have to be on sector 1. Again, I haven't seen that once. If you know how to make it happen all the time, yes, keen. If it's happened once to you, it's not in use. Track limits last corner of Mexico. They don't disallow your lap, but you can massively extend. Okay, that's a good one. Press that. Track limits last corner Mexico can extend with advantage. All right, we'll test that one. Tires being shuffled when disconnecting online. Oh yes, that is one, isn't it? Hard one for us to replicate that. I will mention it though. I will mention it. Tires being shuffled when disconnecting online. I will mention it.
Hey, Chief. Just a reminder to kick off.
Sprint tire bag. Yep, got that one listed already. Yeah, C6. Yep, same one.
And we haven't got
Anytime I do My Team formation lap, I start with medium battery and not hot lap. That's normal. Every once in a while, when time trial won't give me the lights and gives me control instantly, usually sending me straight into a wall. I have not seen that actually, but I don't do much time trial. Okay, so it should be in finances, I guess. Cost cap, finances, cost cap. It's still the same. Again, is anyone still running in My Team career mode? Because I haven't done anything in this career mode in a long time. And if you could just go into your game and check, but this hasn't been fixed. Clearly, look. As you can see, it doesn't reset after every season. So in season 1, I spent, what's that, like 20 million, which A, nowhere near the cost cap. But then B, it doesn't reset. I then start at 20 million, as you can see underneath me here. Start at 20 million, and I go up to, what's that, 70 million. Then I start at 70 million, go up. You get the idea. It doesn't reset after every season, so it just keeps going up and up and up. And you go past the cost cap, and it doesn't really matter. Essentially, cost cap is fundamentally broken. It does not function. It's a new feature in the game, and for 25, and it doesn't work. But if someone could double check that in My Team, just to double check. But yeah, that hasn't been fixed, unfortunately. All right, moving on. Battery Singapore, yeah, that's, I wouldn't call that a glitch necessarily. Blue boost extra points, yep, we've got that. Don't call it blue boost though. Doesn't invalidate. Yeah, track limits are a weird one. Like we could sit here all day doing track limits bugs. I don't know. Unless there's a major one, I feel like it might not be worth it. Front nose bug, got that listed already actually. Yeah, we need to talk. Well, that might be the title of the video. Time trial still on realistic performance. Can you replicate that, James? I've not seen that. That's right. Going to Ferrari has to be a bug. Yeah, true. George has also said about time trial when stuck on realistic. Let me know how that happens. I haven't seen that. When I do flashbacks in quality, rewind in one corner positions change. I jump from the back to the midfield. And AI positions also change. Okay. Flashback in quali shuffles positions. That's an interesting one. My Team choosing tyres for the race weekend, e.g. softer, automatic choosing medium. Yes, that is on my list. It's a good one. Bugs in Discord, okay. I don't think hitting a curb in a rouge losing 2/10 is a bad thing. I think that's, you're not just bottoming out. That seems normal to me. When you sort cars and tracks, time trial auto sets realistic. That's how you replicate. Ah, fantastic. Thank you very much. So, time trial. When you swap cars and tracks, you get a realistic car. And it should be equal, right? Okay. You. Seems to not be quick as Yard want me. Yeah, that must be a bug. That must be a bug. Right, let's have a quick look at the clips in here, and then we'll troubleshoot the ones that we learned in the last one. So here we go. James just sent us this video. Have a look. Wait, that happens every time? That happens every time? Or is that a one-off? So you're telling me if you just stop on track on a formation lap and just sit there, it just lets you start from there? You have to stop just before the set one timing line? Is it only Australia? We're not going to get a gap for ages because they have to wait for the other guys to catch up. Oh my god. Formation lap stopping before S1 line allows you to start from there. I'll put Australia in that. But is it every track? Not every time. You know, multiple tracks. Far right of the tunnel in Monaco feels like it has an invisible barrier. I think that might be. I think you might just bottom out maybe with that. I'm not too sure. Don't cover this. Use it in creative series. That actually did cross my mind, but they don't run formation lap. You have to crawl around, wait for the whole grid to line up, then stop. Okay, I'm really keen to test that, but first we need to go through the previous reports, so then we can crack on with this. So, cost cap in Korea has not been fixed, which is a shame, honestly. I thought they might fix that. Okay, so we're gonna reel through some of these now, real quick, guys. So the first one is Abu Dhabi pit entry. It used to always give you a warning as you pit in Abu Dhabi, every single time. Perfectly replicable. I showed it in the last thing. Let's see. Wait, am I even on 2026 cars? Yeah. Okay, so what do we want? We want 5's fine for this. Doesn't matter. That's clear. Oh, by the way, this is one that definitely hasn't been fixed. This doesn't save. The weather doesn't save in this, and this one also doesn't save. Oh, and the forecast accuracy. That and that don't save. Like when you know, everything else saves. All these settings are what I used last time. The weather never is. But maybe it's not a glitch, but anyway. The strict corner cutting, that's all we need. Let's do it. Let's do it. The My Team bug? Yeah. That's already, yeah. What, you mean the cost cap one? Yeah. Manual driving in pit lane, if you can replicate it, yeah. Yeah, I sometimes run a 105. Depends what I'm doing. If I'm doing a bit of practice, I don't want the AI getting in the way. At some tracks on 110, they might genuinely be quick. At 105, I'm always quicker than them, but they're not so slow that they're going to be on their hot laps getting in the way. Do you know what I mean? So I tend to run 105 for a bit of practice.
Okay.
All right. Let's drive around to the pit entry. Yeah, inside curb. You're right. Yeah. Nailed it. You have such inside curb at Abu Dhabi to get a warning. Do the max on max, shall we? That's almost exactly how Max drove it. Maybe we're less sliding, but physics. F1 game physics. Also, this should be a bug. They don't use enough boost on the formation lap. Oh, sorry, on the first lap of the race. Look at this. Ridiculous. I'm going to jot that down as a bug. Absolutely ridiculous. They just seem to, like, realistically, on lap 1, you need to use a lot of battery. Because obviously, as you saw, there's 2 free positions there. Because they use more battery. But look, they just save it because they don't want to use it all, basically. So now, at the end of the straight, I've got about, well, I had about, what's my battery coming into that corner? Hold on. Oh. Coming into the corner, my battery, after a little lift, was 30%. 84%. 84% coming to this corner. AI, you don't need to save 84% on lap 1. They just need to lap 1 use most of their battery. They do it on the last lap, so they have got a mode where it's possible for them to do that. But they just need to use not all their battery, like I've done here. Like, use a lot of it. And then, yes, you might be a bit more exposed on lap 2, but in theory, it would mean you don't lose so many positions on lap 1. The player's able to gain a massive advantage on AI just by using boost lap 1, that's all it is. Right, anyway, let's see how they fix this bug. So normally, if you pit in normally like this, don't get a warning. Correct, no warning, happy days. But normally, if you touch the inside curb, you get a warning. Let's see. Hold the phone. I think we're going to find a lot of these bugs have been secretly fixed. This is why I'm doing it. It's fixed. One more time. But I can't be much more on the curb than that. On the outside. Yeah, we're going to test the outside curb one more time, but it's fixed. Never a warning. They fixed it. There you go. Wait to get the pension out. Okay. It'll give you a notification straight away. They fixed it. They fixed it. All right. Awesome. It's such a shame they don't shout about these things more in patch notes, because I know for a fact they do fixes like that. And I've got another couple other listed that they haven't mentioned in patch notes that I know they fixed. Okay. Now, when you quit, it messes with controls. Let me just restart this race real quick. So previously I discovered that if you hit the quit to menu button, but don't quit, and then go back into the race, your controls are messed up. It gets you to force you back on whatever else. That won't go for now. Oh my god, guys. Are you for real? I can't be much more off the track than this. Hulk? Morons! Go, Hulkenberg! Right, okay. Oh my god, that was painful. Right. Okay, so anyway, everything's working fine. Happy days. Now, previously I discovered if I go quit, but then don't quit, it messes that stuff up. Fixed. 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 Another secret bug fix they've done. Didn't tell us about. Perfect. They fixed it. Another fix. Now, wet weather icons. Oh, can we do anything while we're on track? Analog. Now, another controller bug was if you had a controller also connected at the same time as your wheel you had connected, it would mess up your degrees of rotation. Again, I proved this in the previous video. So right now, everything's working as it should. Let me get onto the straight. All three that's working. Degrees of rotation normal. If I flick this left or right. No, how to not fix. Wait. Oh! So for a minute it's broken, but then it comes back. I think that's a fix. I think we can call that a fix. So like, immediately came out that time. Okay, hold on. So if I flick this left, I periodically lose steering, and then it comes back within a couple of seconds. That's a lot better than it was before. It never came back at all before. You had to go into the menus and reset it. So I'm going to consider that a fix. I'm going to consider that a fix. Considering, you know, they don't want to just completely disable the controller because the wheel's connected. That's going to cause other issues. So that's a fix. Nice. Nice. Okay. Safety car. Yada, yada, yada. A few racing things. Okay. So, need to load into a different session now. Okay. Having just praised it that it was working, I don't appear to be able to scroll in the menus while my controller's connected now. Okay, good. I'm going to give that one some leeway because it's, I don't know, it's a weird scenario. It's not that weird on console, but still not. Okay, so if I go into... Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's working now. Okay. Yeah, I see you put some clips in Discord. I'll watch those in a sec. AI are a great glitch. Agreed. Don't knock control if you do it in a straight. Yeah, well, it's such a weird one. That will call. There'll be lots and lots of people that think there's glitches because they're accidentally leaning on their controller and they're slightly pressing an analog stick or a trigger, and it'll be causing their wheel to go crazy, and they'll be blaming the game. And it's actually not a lot of the time, especially on PC, because it's not very common that you've got both connected. It'll cause issues. Okay, so weather glitch. Now, previously we don't think they fixed this, but I could be wrong. Previously, wait, where do we need to go? We need to go to Canada as well, so let's do Canada while we're here. Equal performance doesn't matter. So, previously, if you had weather that was different in a future session to your current session, it would show the icons wrong. I'll explain it better in a second. So, we want to customize it. In qualifying, I want it to be bone dry, and in the race, I want it to be soaking wet, okay? Oh, actually, I'm going to do it the other way around, Peter, because I want to actually drive in the race. So, raining and qualifying, dry in the race, okay? Simple weather forecast. We want safety cars on, flags off. Yeah, that's for future test. So what it does is, what it will say is, in qualifying, it's raining, it'll be giving us the wet forecast. The bug I discovered previously is, if you look at the race forecast, the percentage chance of rain will be correct. It will say 0%, because we said it's clear, or 1 or 2%, whatever. But the icons will still be from your current session. That's what happened previously. They've not mentioned any patch notes. I'm not sure if it's fixed or not, because I haven't seen that condition for a while. But it might be fixed, because it's quite an obvious bug.
Okay,
it's been around for a long
check,
time.
Please. Radio check.
They fixed it!
Radio check.
They fixed it! This is why I'm doing a part 2 of this, chat. That bug has been in the game for years. For years. I put it in one YouTube video, and it's fixed. I'm a bit concerned that the percentage chance isn't there, though. Does that mean anything?
This heavy rain is forecast throughout.
I'm not willing to. I'm gonna do something different and check, because I'm not willing to confidently say that's definitely fixed, because the percentage chance wasn't there. I'm gonna do a bit more of a random forecast. That's crazy. That's crazy. That bug has been in for years. If they fixed it, I'll be very happy. I'll be a very, very happy boy. Right, let's try that again. Similar sort of thing. Canada once. If they have, again, it's one they've not mentioned in any patch notes. So, short qualifying. I'll do a 50% distance race. I don't think it'll make a difference. But this time I'm going to do it slightly differently. I'm going to do... It's going to start very wet and then get dynamic. See if that will give us the percentage chance, maybe. And the race I'm going to do similar. I'm going to start dry and then go dynamic, whatever. So see if that makes any difference to what it's going to do. The rest should be the same. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Oh, perfect or approximate. Oh, I left that on perfect. Saw it just a little bit too late. Thank you. Yeah, so this will probably still won't have a percentage with it because I put it on perfect, not approximate. Well, do you know what? It'd be interesting if the glitch doesn't happen on perfect but does happen on approximate. Let's see. Let's just confirm that.
Radio check. Radio check.
I think you're probably right. That makes a lot of sense.
Radio
Okay,
check.
let's try it again. Hold on. Sorry, chat. Am I on? Hang on a minute. I've accidentally put YouTube on normal latency, so It's YouTube's about 45 seconds behind. Sorry, YouTube. Normally I have you on low latency, which is about 10 seconds behind, but I've accidentally put you on the wrong mode. So my apologies, YouTube. So, yeah. Right. Okay, try it again. Canada equal short qualifying. 50% distance race. Approximate. That's the important bit, apparently. So qualifying will put wet. Race will put dry. Cool. Oh, I've just accidentally ridden it. Awesome. Christmas t-shirt? No, it's if the going gets tough, the tough get chicken goujons. It's how I live my life. Says on battery lifting or partial throttle. Over 270 kilometers an hour, half throttle saves as much battery as you can without braking. Under 270 kilometers an hour, fully lifting saves as much battery as you can without braking. Half lift under 270k, you only harvest half. They've only gone and fixed it. They've only gone and fixed it. It's been years. Weirdly, that's the bug I'm happiest about. It's been years that bug has existed for. Years. I'm probably 3 or 4 years at least. And they fixed it. I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy about that. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Oh, baby. What a treat. What an absolute treat. Alright. Oh, I kind of don't want to start from the back. That doesn't matter too much. Does it? Nah, doesn't matter too much.
Goodbye for now.
Oh, even a fuel gauge. Yeah, come on.
Getting started.
Come on. Imola fuel completely wrong for 2026 cars.
Make sure to join us again for...
Oh, can't believe that. Were you wearing it yesterday? Why, Ben? I do tend to wear t-shirts 2 days. I try not to wear them consecutive days. Mainly for streaming purposes. I thought I was
Welcome
wearing...
back to the Circuit Gillon.
It was. It was. I have worn it this week. This is the second wear of it. Alright, so basically what a cause safety car here. Have I got... It feels like I've got ray tracing on. Getting a lot more shadows than I'm used to. Oh, it's all off. Anyway, just safety car, I think. We want.
All right, let's have a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Yeah, we want a safety car. That'll give us two of the remaining ones, and there's 2 after that, which are just they're just lines into pit entries. Okay. I'm going to take soft, just want to make sure I can get a good launch here, so I want to take as many as I can. Also going to be minimum fuel. Okay. We just want to cause a safety car here, so I just want to get past as many people as possible on this start, so I can then cause a safety car. I don't want to get a drive through, purely because it might look like that's part of the glitch, but it's not. Okay, not bad. Can you get past any more, do you think? Worth it.
You need to give that place back, I'm afraid. That was an illegal overtake.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it from here. This is fine. Ah. That should work.
Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain
So, Nico starts testing close to that. I want to check if we can illegally overtake the AI.
You've got to give
You
that
can do it
position
online.
back, mate. We're under safety car conditions.
We can do it offline. Maybe people want to check his pit entry, so. Any chance we can do an illegal?
Return the position immediately or we're going to get penalised. There's no overtaking.
I think it only really happens offline. Yeah, I think it only happens offline, which shows probably some sort of network glitch. Okay, so what happens is, if you... We flash that. If you flash back... not flashback, that's just what happens to be doing at that time.
Or we're going to get penalised. There's no overtaking.
Okay, if you pit in the delta and go under the delta, oh, I need to be on the delta. I need to be on the delta. Not going to be, are we? I need to be under the delta. How do I get under the delta from here? Test
Got to give that
information
position back, mate. We're under safety car conditions, and you can't overtake.
We end up under the delta. Come on, go, 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 go. I'm on the delta. Okay, we need to call the safety car and be on the delta. Try again. Still getting illegals. Is that because I'm hitting people? I did go briefly off track. Let them back go again that time. I think it's because I'm hitting them. Interesting. No, that's the thing. I was trying to get past the people. I don't care about contact or fairness or damage. Right, fine. I'll do it normally. Brilliant. It was actually better to just do it normally. Just lower the AI difficulty level. Ah. I'll try if I can get all three of them. Let's see if I'm back. Ah, they're not missed. They're going around. Going around. What about safety car, guys? Come on.
Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep
Get under that delta, Bevan. Get under that delta. These sort of things are so much easier to do if you're EA. You can just throw a safety car without needing to mess about like I'm doing. Okay, we should be alright on the delta, I reckon. Maybe. Roll on this straight, please. Oh, I need to go to the delta. Come on.
Return the position.
There we go, to the delta. Ah! This turns out it's harder than I thought it was going to be. Maybe we... Oh, this is very annoying. I'm just give myself a drive-through. I'm just going to give myself a drive-through.
Drive-through penalty. You've got a drive-through penalty.
Theory, that doesn't make a difference to anything. Oh my god. Perfect. Let's go, please.
Safety car, safety car. No overtaking. Reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as
Well,
we
that
form
worked.
up. Okay, slow down, slow down.
Okay, so all it is if you are over your delta, you box into the pit lane. So in other words, you then go under your delta. For some reason, when you do that, it gives you a pit lane, a speeding under safety car penalty, even though you enter the pits. It's very strange. Let's see if they fixed it. It catches out a lot of people in leagues, to the extent that I think some leagues even stop using counter because of it. Let's see. Oh, God's sake. Can't use boost under the safety car, so I can't get... Can't keep myself really close to the delta.
Drop your speed. Our delta's too low, and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your...
Oh my God, so slow on the exit. About right. Perfect. All right, so we're going to do a normal pit entry here. Speed on the safety car, they haven't fixed it. They haven't fixed it. Now, to be fair to them, this is quite a hard one to fix, because the reason it gives it to you is because you're sort of not really off the track. There's not a separate pit entry at Canada. Look, I get under 80k, I still get a penalty. It's a drive-through as well. I already had a drive-through, but it gives you another drive-through. It's brutal. So they haven't fixed this one, unfortunately. The way to get around, though, is if you enable your pit limiter, do the exact same thing now. I'll enable pit limiter. So it gets rid of your delta immediately. As soon as you enable pit limiter, delta gone. So yeah, I wonder if that can be used to glitch. Actually, I wonder if I like when does it allow me to enable my pit limiter? Not till there. Just means you're already off track.
Slow.
We can glitch it.
Right, you've been pushing your luck on
Too much.
track
I thought it might get away.
much.
You know, I think it did help me on Delta, to be fair, but also give me a 3-second penalty. So. Oh, no, drove out the pit entry. Hold on. It gets rid of your Delta. But I always get I can't go slow enough to... Yeah, this might be possible to glitch it. It's hard. Anyway, okay. So, that hasn't been fixed. And we're also going to... No. We're also going to... So, I previously complained that the Delta, when you overtake the safety car, not the Delta, the time it gives you at the top is too short when you overtake the safety car. It's very easy to accidentally disqualify yourself with a genuine accident, particularly when it's parked on track waiting for people. It's very easy to fly past it. Now, it is currently parked waiting for me, but it looks like it's in a part of the track where it's not too bad. So my speed's not going to be crazy at that part of the track. Miami in particular, it parks in a spot that's really easy to overtake. It's getting going by the time I get there, and it's nice and obvious. But still, let's see how long the timer is. It's about 6 seconds.
You've got to give that position back, mate. We're
still the same, so they haven't changed that. I'd like to see the Delta be a little bit longer for that, but, you know, call that a bug. You know, they've had the good reasons for making the timer so short. It's so easy to go past it by an accident. Genuine accident when it's stopped on track waiting for the leader, and then you get disqualified for it.
You've got to give that position back, mate. We're under safety car conditions, and you can't overtake. Return the position.
Pretty disqualified.
Okay,
so,
mate,
but yeah, not fixed, but wasn't really a bug. Or something I just wish they'd change. Okay, 2 more quick bugs to check, and then we can move on to the new bug checks. Audio's delayed. If the game's paused for 30 minutes, we're off doing something else. I'm not sure I'm going to sit here and watch a pause screen for 30 minutes. So I'm personally not to replicate that one, but that's a good one to submit to EA. Okay, so it's just 2 pit entry bugs. Silverstone Reverse had the wrong pit entry speed. Particularly when you were on the racing line. This will actually be easier to run just qualifying. Should better come straight out where I need to be. I will look at clip time, yeah, just when I'm done this bit. What's wrong with Bahrain turn 4? Oh, is that the car launch into the air? I previously, and I'm not going to do the same today. I'm not going to go through like minor track limits bugs and like the car launch into the air stuff, because yes, it is bugs, but that's heavily reported by everybody. They do tend to fix it. It's kind of an ongoing battle of them trying to make the collision system and the the corner cut system work as it should. Okay, so what we found before is the pit entry at Silverstone and Brazil actually had the speed set wrong for the racing line assist into the pit entry. The reverse track in a while. Miss them, the good tracks. I know it's not a popular opinion, but
Okay, mate, so as you know, it's a brand new set of aerodynamic regs this year, and we've got two new aero modes. One for more
I have to do a race then, don't I?
downforce in the corners, and one for more top speed called straight mode. You only need to worry about straight mode because corner mode takes care of itself.
With qualifying
Bollard, what's wrong with the Bollard in
now
Bahrain? Race nine's never right in pitting. So what I've got, I've jotted down Silverstone reverse pit entry line assist speed set wrong. And it basically was not making you slow down enough, which is the problem. When it makes you slow down too much, that's fine. When it makes you slow down too much, the issue. Oh, I might as well do a jump start.
Okay, you've got a drive-through penalty. You've been given a drive-through penalty.
Doing highlight messages something. My bad, my bad.
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's
For
get
some reason I thought I could go clean on the outside of them. Don't know why. That was him. And Cash just not burning battery. Like, it's lap one. Too wide seems wise. Oh, come off it. That's probably filed as a bug, but it's kind of just general AI behaviour. There's lots of AI behaviours I'd like to change. No battery. No! That is not on much of a braking zone as I remember it being. Good position though. Beautiful clean move. Right. Boxes lap. I'm hoping that means the entry line will be as it should be. A drive through as well, so we should be expecting to pit. So, is it trying to get me to go faster than I should be going? I'd say that hasn't been fixed. We'll test it a few times, but... Oh, I did just get it slowed down by braking dead on the point there. Oh, it's very close. But, let's see if it's trying to... Yeah, you can clearly see, if I slow down a bit more gradually, you can clearly see that it's still trying to get us to go too quickly into there. Because look, I'm speeding, and look, it's like, yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Wait, is it 80k rather than... Maybe, wait, if they change to 80k, it's maybe not an issue. It's still wrong, it's still broken. We'll just quickly try Brazil as well, the same thing, but I think it's still set a little bit too fast. Yeah, you're right. Maybe that's an issue for a lot of tracks. Yeah, what was the sound of it again? On-screen celebration on Twitch. Very good. Oh, I actually switched off the ding-dongs for that. Thank you for the 40 bits, though. Who was it? No. Okay, same thing at Brazil, and then we can move on to newer bugs. Similar fuel bug, yep, got that on my list. Doesn't take into account that it goes down. Yeah, you mean height-wise. That is part of it. That's why it's making us brake so late. I think that's, yeah, not too upset about that one. I think it's more that it thinks the speed limit is 80k, not 60k. Now, having said that, that's wrong, isn't it? Because I was doing 75k and it was telling me to still brake. I think they have fixed that. They have fixed that, haven't they? Yes, okay, it was telling me to brake a bit too late. But it was still telling me to brake.
Drive-through penalty. You've got a drive-through penalty.
Interesting. Bit of a daily line. Beautiful.
Okay, mate. Race control.
Yeah, I've got the rear wing on my list, actually.
Creative interpretation of track limits. They've given you a 3-second penalty.
Well, that one. Like this one? Oh, yeah, likes that one. That's a freebie. This one just doesn't work. It's too off camera anyway. Might be slightly better, but very slight. No warning for that either. I think it loves this one. I actually got warning for that. People seem to get away with it. Anyway, boxing slap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
I did get a penalty, but I don't know, we run racing line. Maybe it's always a bit generous. You should always brake earlier than it. Oh, it seems correct. I think they fixed both. I think they fixed both. All right. Both fixed. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to round up what they fixed, because there was quite a few there that they've fixed, but haven't mentioned in any patch notes. Then we're going to move on to actually finding our own bugs. Okay, let's do it. But before I do that, we're just going to we're gonna do an intro for YouTube and also round up for YouTube the bugs that have been fixed already. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Right, let's do it. I'm just going to high chat for a moment. Okay. So, just over 6 months ago, I did some F125 bug hunting. Now, this was a video where I had about 15 bugs, all of which were perfectly replicable, and I published this video, and EA actually saw the video. So this is a part 2 for that. First up, we're going to check if they fixed any of the bugs that I found and were perfectly replicable back then. And then, of course, we're going to be looking for more bugs in F126. Some new ones that have come out since 2026 cars, some that maybe are still there, some new ideas that we've got. So first up, the bugs from the last video. Do go and watch that one before if you haven't already. But they have actually fixed quite a few of the bugs, and most of them have been fixed silently without being put in patch notes. So let me run through what they fixed. I used to get lag 3.5 minutes after the game launched. They fixed that silently. The sprint results in career mode used to be unviewable. If you told to view sprint results, it would still show you the feature results, not the sprint results. Fixed. The VSC used to maybe give you an instant penalty when it gets upgraded. However, as in from VSC to a safety car, that doesn't seem to happen anymore. I'm not actually confident that was always a bug, because it's one that's hard for me to replicate as someone who just has to force VSC, then upgrade to safety car. It's messy. But I think that's what was happening for, and I think they fixed that. A bit of an asterisk on that one. The Abu Dhabi pit entry used to be if you touch the curb on the pit entry, you get a track limits warning. That is fixed. Not in any patch notes, but they fixed it. Also, it used to be that when you press the quit to menu button, but then don't actually quit, go back into the game, the wheel will be messed up before. So you have to be gone, the rotation will be wrong, the wheel will be messed up. They fixed that. No longer happens. Not in patch notes. It also used to be that when you tap the analog stick on an also connected controller while you've also got a wheel plugged in, your degrees rotation on the wheel will be messed up. It would think it's a controller messed up. They fixed it. After a couple of seconds, it reverts back and fixes itself. Awesome. Not in any patch notes. Also, big one actually for me this, for years, the weather icons for the forecast, so if you're in qualifying and it's raining, the icons in qualifying will be copied over to the forecast from the race incorrectly, even if the race is going to be bone dry. So wet qualifying, dry race, the icons will show wet for both, but the percentage chance of rain will be as it should be. So 100% chance of rain in qualifying, 0% chance in race, that sort of thing. That was the bug. Fixed. Again, not in any patch notes, but that's fixed. That has been in the game for years, but I haven't seen the previous video. They fixed it, so big thumbs up to EA for doing that. Couple of minor ones as well. They had the pit lane entry speed wrong at a couple of tracks in terms of the racing line. That was basically just telling people to carry too much speed in there. That was wrong. That seems to have been fixed now as well, which is nice. So brilliant. Quite a few bugs there that have been fixed, most of which aren't in patch notes. There is a couple they haven't fixed though. First up, the hold on a minute. Okay, yeah, we'll do this first. First up, the cost cap in career mode is still just broken, which is a shame because it's something they introduced with the F1 25 game. Of course, this is still the F1 25 game technically. Cost cap is still broken. It doesn't reset after a season. It just keeps going up and up and up after every single season. They haven't done anything with that. Grand Prix mode still doesn't remember the weather settings. So where normally if you change things like whether you want the safety cars on or whether you want corner cutting, it doesn't remember the weather. Now this may not be a bug. This may be intentional. But if, for example, I set it to clear and then do another Grand Prix mode, it will set it then back to dynamic for default setting as well as the forecast accuracy. May not be a bug, but hasn't been changed. Also the safety cars, again, not really bugs. First up, when you overtake the safety car, the timer is still 6 seconds for you to allow it back through, which can cause accidental disqualifications, particularly when it stops on track very slowly. That hasn't changed, but again, not technically a bug. So they may have a reason for that. We'll let them off on that one. Similar sort of one, Canada pit entry. If you don't enable the pit limiter under a safety car as you're going to the pits and you go under the delta, you will get a penalty. Is a bug. To be fair to them, difficult one to fix because it's not a completely separate pit entry. Maybe if they fixed it, they would cause other issues. So again, bit of an asterisk. So that's pretty much it. Of the bugs we brought up, pretty much all the ones they haven't fixed, they've all sort of got asterisks on, really. Cost cap is the only one they probably should have fixed, they haven't fixed. All the rest are fixed, so big thumbs up to EA for that. So of course, we're doing a part 2. Let's get into some more bug finds. Again, all these have to be replicable. Every single bug we list here has to be replicable time and time and time again by me, and then so by extension by EA. If they can make it happen consistently, reliably, they can fix it. That's the idea. Let's get into it. There you go. That's your intro chat. So let's do it. First up, let's just watch a couple of clips. Right, in fact, no. Before we do that, let's do this formation lap bug that we watched right at the start of the stream. So if you've got any more bugs, I'll put in the chat. So this, apparently, if you stop on track just before the first sector line, after everyone else has gridded up, it lets you start from there. My guess would be, as long as you're in the first sector, this works. You don't necessarily have to be the first sector line, but obviously it takes quite a while for everyone to go around. It lets you start from there, look. I am fascinated by this one. This one, if this works consistently, is insane. Utterly insane. Well, it's got quite a long first sector. They did it at Australia. I'll do a different track just to test. Quite a long first sector. Japan's got quite a long first sector. Canada's got quite a long first sector. What's got the longest first sector? Can do any track? Okay. Second sector, so it's just halfway. Okay. They couldn't create it in a GB lobby. Alright, well, should we just pick a random track then? Spa's quite a long track. I'm going to pick Austria purely because it's shorter, so it takes less time for the AI to get around. Okay, so we're going to use Spa. We're going to go, difficulty doesn't matter for this. That doesn't matter either, we just need formation lap. Don't want any rain. Okay, need to be 25% distance for formation lap. All good. Formation lap on. Immersive, that's all we need. Let's do it. Apparently someone could do it in League Race, I think, if it's replicable. Start in sector 3 and be 40 seconds behind? Okay. Interesting. Well, they'd like to add the Macarena wing for Red Bull and Ferrari. I would guess, I don't have any insider info, during the sports update, which is normally sort of September time-ish when they've done it. They haven't done it for the last couple of years because they haven't needed to, but... Oh no, should I have been at the back? Maybe I should have been. Let's go off track. I hope the AI just will go past me. I have to keep moving, otherwise the game will disqualify me. Too slow. That's the problem. Wait.
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
Yeah. I suspect the key bit is everyone else has to be gridded up. I think if you're not gridded up, if they're not gridded up, it will reset you. But did you see that delay? I think that delay is key. So I don't know what sort of speed we need to go. Can't be ghosted? Okay. Wait, so if I just stop... Okay, let's try it. Oh wait, I'm ghosted. Okay, now interesting thing. I assume it's too slow is based on speed, not on progress through the lap. Could be either. If I zigzag, I can do a bit higher speed but not go as far. So guarantee I don't get accidentally disqualified from formation lap before I want to. $32 kilometers an hour? You sure? That's quite slow. Does seem to be speed based, not. I'm clearly not making very much progress through the lap here. Wouldn't be able to go backwards, so be careful of that, but. Here I'm making zero progress because I'm going completely across the track. I'll do like 50k-ish. With zigzagging, 50k is enough. So we've just gone across the first sector line. You guys seem to think it's not about necessarily the first sector. You guys also seem to think you need to be in the first half of the lap. It sounds like if you're in the second half of the lap, it starts you a lap down rather than a lap up. Well, not a lap up, but you know. Right, they're gridding up now, so it won't be long. Right, they're all gridded up. So, in theory, if I stop on track here somewhere, let me just get the back off my tyres. Taking ages. Right, here we go. So you guys are saying if I stop here, I ghost. Is that right? Let's see.
Okay, so not an ideal parking spot, but let's try and get a good launch upon the race start.
No way! No way! That is mental! Ain't no way that works! Do you know what? Whoever discovered this bug, oh god, whoever discovered this bug, you deserve it. You deserve to use it, because that's insane. Wow, I need to promotion off office annoying me. That is nuts! Absolutely nuts. And look, we haven't got a gap next, haven't even reached the point that I started. 27-second gap, lap 1. Okay, 25. That is crazy. We're just racing now. This is just carry on. No way. Delta's broken? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean Delta's broken? Elaborate on that, please. Is there a like, safety car thing or something? Because I can't call a safety car when I'm on my own. Set the lap. 47.3! What a lap! Let's go!
Okay, so managing
oh
the engines
my
is more
god.
important than ever. Your main way to
Crazy. Right, do you know what? You know what? So we're going to try just go to... Oh, we're going to try... Oh. We're going to try again. We're going to try going a bit further on the lap. Because it sounds like if we start too late in the lap, we actually start behind, not ahead. I think that's right. I have so much free time to spot this. I didn't spot this. That's the first time I've seen it today. But yeah, fair point. This is the sort of thing I should be doing. I'm a content creator. It's my job. I genuinely, new Cribbo challenge. I was thinking exactly the same. But if I go further on the lap and then I start behind, that's perfect. Starting, then I will do this on my next career mode, 100%. Starting 20 seconds behind the pack. Yeah, the fuel thing, is that only Imola? Fuel for a sprint race, is that only Imola? Smokey. Yeah, it's a shame the creators don't run formation out, but this sort of thing of why they don't. Same thing again. We're not going to be as stressed about going so slow this time because we purposely want to be further on the lap.
So weather shouldn't play a factor today. We're expecting it to remain dry all the way through.
Wait, every track, if you do a sprint, 100% sprint race, it's down on fuel? Every track? I'm going to jot that down. 100% sprint race starts down on fuel. Online, you can have multiple cars do it. Yeah, I don't know. It's a really interesting point. But no idea. All of you start from no, because it's a good point. I guess everyone else has got to be gridded up, right? Hit lap 0. Well, you can do that at Vegas. You can actually do that with a normal start from the back of the grid at Vegas. Only one person needs to grid up, you think? Okay, I'm not going to try that because I don't care that much, but maybe. You have to wait 2 minutes and 3 people tried it. I thought you said you couldn't replicate it in GB's lobby. Right, here we go. So they're all pretty much gridded up now. Okay, so I'm going to start this time in the final sector. You guys seem to think this is now going to put me behind the pack, not ahead of it. Let's start. I'm not going to go crazy with it. Let's start. Let's start here. Ghosted this time. Oh, I've got the numbers up. Is that bad? I'm not ghosted this time. Maybe we went too far. I think we went too far. This is actually another glitch though we've accidentally discovered. There's no too slow timer if you've got the parking lights up. You know, the distance up. When I reverse, this should disqualify me. Let's see. And it did probably reset me that time. Okay. Annoying. Mid-session save. I don't think you can grid formation now, can you? Because you're starting the same sector as them? I suppose so, yeah. So anywhere in the third sector. I want to try it purely because I just want to see. This is amazing. This is the best bug we've ever found. It's incredible. So I think it wasn't working in GB's lobby because more than one person was doing it, I reckon. At what point did we have? Yeah, easy, right? Do you know what? What point did the parking delta thing come up? You guys seem to think this is now going to put me... Well, we're already in the third sector, so... There, from there. Okay, so don't go past this point. Oh.
It's race.
Okay,
To be fair to EA, like... This is a pretty niche bug. Pretty niche. One of those things that, yes, their testing should pick up, because that's the whole, that's literally what I'm doing right here. I'm doing QA's job for them. This is entirely, oh, really? This is entire, oh. Did we start formation now? I think it will, actually. Yeah. This is entirely what QA's job is to do weird stuff that the devs just haven't even thought of. Yeah, Sparby so far. If you can mid-session save. You can actually. Do it during the formation lap, that is a bit odd. I'm sure there's many glitches with mid-session saves, by the way. Now, I'm only doing one more test bed anyway, so. Right, you guys did want me to test something else, actually, didn't you? What was it? There was final sector. And there was... I wonder if it means you can start backwards. I bet it does.
We're not expecting any changes to the weather today. It should be dry throughout.
I'm not sure about that on Rec on PS5.
Start aspect.
Can you jump start? Nah, it'd be the same. It'd be the same start rules. Thank you, Dark Aspect, for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Start any position, yeah. But the problem is sometimes when you, if for example off the normal grid, if you go backwards, you get instantly disqualified. If you reverse even a tiny bit, 10 centimeters off the grid, you get instantly disqualified. So that might do that here. And that's not really a helpful test for us to do. Lap the wall off the start, that'd be incredible, wouldn't it? There we go. So they've all gridded up. We've just entered the third sector, so I'm going to start here. So before we get the meters thing, okay, it's ghosted correctly this time.
Okay, so not an ideal parking spot, but let's try and get a good launch upon the race start.
Yeah, P22, top left. It has. You're right. You are absolutely right. If you do it in the third sector, you start behind everybody. Do you know what? Do you know what? Low key though, I wish we could do more of this sort of stuff in the F1 game. As a content creator who wants to have some fun, I really wish. Like, this is a great challenge for career mode or for videos. There's no one here. Everyone's already gone. .30.5 seconds. Yes! This, I almost don't want to report this one. This is so good. Oh my god. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh, this is my favourite bug ever. Just like when the before you could go on board with any car in a replay, which you're not meant to do for some reason, but they don't like you doing it. But you could by spectating them. You literally just spectate, like go to photo mode, go on board with them, then quit photo mode. You then be on board with them. But then they patched it, and I was like, but that was actually really useful. Crazy. I can't believe that. I don't want to report it. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, man. Whew. Anyway, moving on. But that is incredible. That is so good. That is so good. The formation lap, stopping after everyone else has gridded, allows you to start from there. In S1, a lap. In S1 ahead. In S3 behind. In S1 and 2. Crazy. I can't. That's so good. That's so good. Yeah, let's move on to the Discord one. So there's a couple of the clips in Discord. Let's have a look. So we've got George's clip. Oh, same thing. Same thing. Cool. We've got Sam's clip. This is Abu Dhabi. Is this the same thing again? No. Oh, is this the positions changing based on pausing? Oh, based on flashing back, sorry.
You're lapping slower than your teammate. Your teammate is faster.
Yeah.
Your teammate is faster.
We went from P24 in the top left, the Alonso P20, to P23, the Alonso now P22. Change on. Alright, let's try it. I'm going to try and replicate this one once because weird one. Do you have to have set a lap or anything? Does anyone know? I'm going to do Austria just because it's a shorter lap. Maybe less time to do it. Set a lap first? Okay. Yeah, VS needs to turn off formation lap and weather.
High up in the mountains.
Okay, radio check.
We're going to set a lap. Let's go set a lap real quick. 105 AI. I think they're alright at Austria. Oh, we've got a marker in front there. Perfect. The Lance Stroll. Oh, he's going to be on in lap. He's 10 already.
Okay, so from an aerodynamic perspective, the main
Oh, no, he's not.
changes are the new aero modes. Straight mode will give you less drag on the straights, and
Well,
corner mode.
we're on equal
more
mode, but Lance Stroll
downforce in
should
the
be one of the
corners.
slower drivers. So as long as we're a bit quicker than Lance, we'll be midfield somewhere.
Zones that you'll see on track and on your MFD, and corner mode is automatic, so no worries there.
I don't want to get on them massively because that would be too much. Don't want to be much closer than this. Alright, I think shouldn't be first. A bit too close. A bit too close. Yeah, they're perfect. Midfield, exactly what I wanted. Okay, so whatever, that'll do. So we've just got our lap, and we'll skip some time. Everyone else should have a lap. Well, we'll skip some time, mess it up, I don't know. I feel like this one could be hard to replicate, but... Right, no one's on track. So this is our order.
Okay, our best lap so
do that,
far,
whatever. Top miss in the middle, but it doesn't matter.
1:06.0.
Okay, then we're going to do a
so
lap.
Top of the speed trap, 316.0.
And we're going to flash back during the lap. Does that matter? Does it matter if we're up or anything? I don't have no idea. At P15 right now.
Okay, mate, so a word on the new regs this year. When you're within a second of the car ahead, you'll get access to overtake mode. Basically, it just gives you more power and recharge allowance from the battery over the following lap. Nothing for you to
Alright,
do.
let's try it now.
Just
Wait.
lock in and...
Okay, Red Bull hasn't crossed the line yet, so let's go back to here. P14. Does it keep happening? What? It'll be 14. I did flashback to the same point that time. So we'll just do a couple of flashbacks on this lap and see what happens. It'll be 14 that time. The flashback breaks your battery. I think it probably just doesn't reset it properly. I'm not too bothered about that one. If it gave you like loads of battery or something like that, then yeah, great. But probably just resets the slow power down ramp. And I thought, yes, it's behaving normally. It'll be 14. I feel like this might only work once, maybe. Unless everything else is changing around me, but I don't think it is. No, I think it only works once. So we've done, what, 3 or 4 flashbacks in this lap. Let's just... I'm going to box this lap. So there is a Red Bull behind. Of... That's Max, isn't it? Max? Someone's help me. Is that Max's helmet? It looks like Max's helmet. Wait, car number. Car number 3. That's Max, isn't it? So Max might move, so ignore Max. Okay, and I want the same screen. We just see if like everyone's changed, or if my lap time's changed, or if it's all AI's lap times changed, or both. That's why I took screenshots of like top and bottom. Okay, here we go. And it's literally Max that have done a lap in the meantime. Hamilton wasn't pole, was he? Can't read that.
Okay, it's pretty quiet on track.
Right, here we go. So, no, hang on. I'm gonna. Okay. Other one. Okay. So, I mean, it's completely different. Had not everyone finished the lap before? 10 minutes 58. There's only 3 minutes different in the session time, look. And if you look in the bottom there, it says track status clear, as in nobody's on track. And then I went on track and only Max was on track. And now at the end, 2 people on track. That's because someone must have just left the pits. So no one's done any laps. Hamilton's gained 3/10 by doing no laps. Right, let's check the race director as well. Hold on.
Should consider getting out there now.
So Hamilton, for example, claims he's only done that one lap, 105.091. And we can see for a fact that he did a 105.380. It just shuffles them completely. That's completely different. That's nuts. So, what about the back? Does it change? Surely it doesn't change my lap time. Surely it just changes all the AI's lap time, right? 106.027. Yeah, exactly it. So my lap time is exactly the same. Everyone else has been shuffled. Hadjar went from 13th down to 15th. Gasly went lower. Leclerc, for some reason, was always at the back, but his lap time changed. That's mental. 3 minutes of session times, and every single person's lap time has changed without being on track. Well, that's definitely a confirmed bug. Great find. Well done, chat. Crazy. AI lap times get shuffled when you flash back in quali. That's quite a big one. I'm surprised that they haven't fixed that. As we noticed before, they haven't fixed it because that's quite a big one. Okay. Anyway, right, we've got another video in Discord before we move on with some other parts of our list. Wait. So someone's coming out of the pit lane. I don't think the speeding is relevant. He's not pressed any. He stopped quite quickly. Incredible. I'm not even going to report that one because I don't really care. That if you want to go in this specific spot, you can go in buildings, but I do like that one. This service here obviously should be solid, and it's not. I like it. Good bug that. I'm not even going to report that one, but good bug. All right. Okay. Okay, moving on then. So, crash on opening I couldn't make happen. Not this time. Now, overtake mode. This is an interesting one that we will have all seen. It's hard to test, but overtake mode doesn't always get enabled. I know it happened at Japan for Creator Series, so let's use Japan. You don't always get overtake mode when you should. I'm gonna leave it on. Well, I'll do 100 just so we can easily gain on them. 5 laps is fine. Clear weather, cool. Let's do it. Information that off. Totally off. That's off because of the shorter distance. There's a rain in the UK. I know, we had rain last night over where I am. It was incredible. I genuinely couldn't believe it. I was literally like, no, it's raining! We had such little rain. It's crazy. If you keep rewinding the laps, air do seem to get quicker, do they? I think they just get shuffled more than necessarily quicker.
After a fantastic.
What's that done on live timing? I don't know what it do to live timing.
And alongside me here to.
Well, you can't flash back online, can you? So, right, guys. I'm gonna let one of these Ferraris go here. Don't care which one. Hamilton then. I'm just going to back up the pack slightly because I don't want other AI getting involved. This is partly why I want it on this lower air difficulty level, but I didn't want it too low. Is that too far? Can I gain 1.6 seconds in a lap? Let's find out. Default setup. I don't know if Japan's a good track for them or what. I'm on 100 AIs, hopefully I can. Just so they won't have to like, oh no, they're overtaking me, they're battling. Just got one AI, it makes my life a lot easier. That was wide. Of course, I only need to gain enough to be within a second. So, what it seems to happen is, if you're just inside a second, you sometimes don't get overtake mode. Right, so what I'm going to try and do here, guys, is I'm going to try and stay. That's why I don't want to put AI too low. I'm going to try and stay within a second. It's just not going to be easy. So I'm just going outside there, but it's too early anyway. So apparently the detection point is, you look at the minimap, the detection point is apparently right between these corners. So I'm 8/10 away. Oh, I'm going to be too close there. Okay, I went over a second, so I shouldn't get it. And I don't. Nice. Okay, cool. Alright, it's going to be hard to do. We have to give this a few goes. What it should be, obviously, is if you're within a second of the car in front, between these two corners, there-ish, but wasn't there again, shouldn't get it, and don't. If you're within a second, you should get it, but you don't always get it. Let me just make sure I am within a second this time. Got it. Correct. So far, exactly as is, as it should be. There's definitely situations. I think it might be, if you're within a second at detection point, which again, according to the minimap, should be here, but then you're not at the activation point. I think that's what it is. I'm not remotely confident in that. So, again, look on the minimap. The circle with the line is the detection point, apparently. So I'm well within a second here. Well within a second. Oh, it says +1 lap. Hold on. Okay, I don't know why it says +1 lap, but as you can clear, oh, it's because I flashed back after we crossed the line. Anyway, you can see that I'm within a second. It's giving me overtake as it should. Ignore the +1 lap. We're clearly within a second. I'm going to do the exact same thing here, except for I'm going to back off after this corner, but just before the line here. I still got it. I still got it. There should be a single detection point. Got it that time. No, I'm having the gap, isn't it? For God's sake. I've got to restart, so we need the gap, but... well within a second, well within a second, well within a second. But then look, it switches off briefly there. I still get it. I think it is linked to the switching off. So by that, look at the over the battery charge level. Look at that, like overtake X number of meters, right? It disappears sometimes. And I don't know why that is. I think that's linked to it. Should get it, and I do. Okay, now I just realised the overtake is literally right across on the track, isn't it? It's very obvious. OT, the big OT. So that should be the line. So I've just crossed it. Well done a second. Back off. Hey, it's working as expected mostly. Full-time streamer, I know, right, GB? What do you think, chat? It could be as simple as the detection point isn't where we think it is. Well within a second, back off. I get it. It could just be that the detection point isn't where we think it is on a lot of tracks. It could be literally as simple as that. What if I'm not within a second? Okay, we need to get the delta back, don't we? Okay, let's just get a delta back. Yes, GB, we're bug hunting. Red flags, yeah, but we need to be replicable. Red flags are... if there's something that you know you can consistently make happen time and time again for red flags, then yeah. Okay, let's go after him. So I definitely had it in Creator Series where I was close enough to get it on the final lap and then didn't. It could just be that it's set slightly wrong. It's set to 9/10 something instead of a second. Then people have also said that they were outside a second and still got it. Strange, yeah. do you reckon? I think the most likely thing is just the position of it is wrong. Most tracks. It's just in reality not where you think it is. Right, so very clearly within. The thing is, like when you're this close, you always get it. It's because this is what's interesting about it. Is it's not a straight up bug. That's like sometimes you're this close and you don't get it. That never happens. Never. What I'm going to do, get it in theory, and then I'm going to back off immediately. Still got it. Clipbook's out now, I think. Any ideas, chat? Just the detection's a bit earlier than it says. Again, I feel like the counter there, the overtake counter. So someone said before, the counter disappears when you're on the brakes, and that's why. That isn't true, as we're showing here, look. Because the counter for overtake starts there, and then I brake, and it's still there while I'm braking. It's not that. And I will get it there. Okay, what if I'm further back? Should have got it. And did. I definitely had it at Japan though. In fact, let me literally show you at Japan, me having it. Final lap 10, I'm sure. Against Karim. Here, look. I think it happened to be somewhere else as well. So, hold on. So, obviously, look. I mean, ridiculous. Like, well within. But I do slide here. This is supposedly the detection point. 8 tenths still. Very close. 9.5 tenths. I'm losing time, but I was always within. Still within. And I don't get it. So there's something there. But again, if you're really close, you always get it. It's when you're around the right point, you don't seem to get it. But look, enter the corner within 8. Slid wide there, but I've not got off track or anything. Definitely lose some time, but I'm still within a second there, aren't I? I mean, here I lose some time, but I'm never outside of a second. But maybe I am. I mean, obviously, the delta that we get here, the game internally probably has a lot more count points of delta. It probably updates it every 10th of a second. You know what I mean? But it only shows us less than that. Otherwise, it would be too distracting to see that move that often. So it might be that there was a secret delta that went over a second. That's another possibility, but... Am I? Hold on. I don't think I ever go over a second. Could just be netcode online, yeah. Delta's very accurate. Yeah, true. DRS is always pretty much spot on. The one-off bug? Well, it's not one-off. I think we've all had it. Anyone that plays it regularly has had a bug where you either get it or you don't get it when you don't or do expect to. Nick flies. Okay, you're right. So Nick flies behind is within, outside, within. So theoretically, Nick flies should not have got it because he was outside right at the point that the detection point happens. What's his final lap? Use lifetime for this, it'd be easier. That's from my other thing. Let me just upload the Create Series 1. Okay, so just to confirm, look. Oh, is Nick Fly showing data? Oh, he's not, never mind then. But on the last lap, look, I don't get it because my icon's still yellow, not blue. But Nick Flies doesn't share data. Oh, we still got the overtake mode though, so don't worry. Doesn't get it, no. He does not get it, but that's correct. As far as we're aware, that's correct. It's not random though. It seems random. I agree that it seems random, but it's not. There'll be something specific that's happening. It's not just a straight up bug. Like I said, if you're half a second away, you always get it. If there was times when you were half a second away and you didn't get it, yeah, there's just a weird bug in the game that we can't resolve. It's random, but it's not. It's always been about a second, but I don't know if there's anything more we can do than that. Maybe on Krim's screen delta is different. Interesting point. Very interesting point. Is it based on the host? Very interesting point. Let's go get Krim's delta. Very, very good point. I like this thinking a lot.
Hey, cheers, mate.
Okay, we've got 21.
Cheers, mate.
Oh shit. Yeah. It's my.
So, exact same thing that we're around. Let's look at Krim's delta. If this goes over a second at some point, I might hit the no hex. He does get that corner a lot better than me, but I mean, I'm absolutely on it in Krim's. I'll never go over a second Krim's peer either. Could be the host though. Could be the host. It could be that the host decides who gets overtaken, who doesn't, to stop potential glitches. And obviously, the host could have a different delta because of netcode, because of a little bit of lag. Especially when it's close, the host could have a glitch. The other thing is, I believe, and I'm not confident about this, but I believe it works in the same system as DRS, and I believe the DRS either, I can't remember which way around it was. It's either whatever your delta says when you cross the line, so not necessarily. So now it says 816 because I've just crossed the line, and even though it doesn't update now until like a second later, I believe even if let's say I was horribly slow because I just had a horrible line, right? Even if at this point the delta's 812, if the next update point, I can't remember which way around this is, but if the next update point goes over a second of the delta to Karim, it either gives you it or doesn't give you it. I can't remember which round it is. There's something to do with the update delta, or it's that there's a secret delta that when you cross the line. I can't remember which one it is, but I recall there being something to do like weird. It's the delta you see isn't necessarily the delta that they've given you. Because obviously at this point, as a human, we go, I've just crossed the line, I'm 8/10 away, I've got it, boom. But either internally there's a hidden delta that we don't see that I've actually just dropped outside of it, and it's not giving me because I technically wasn't within a second at that point, just the delta didn't update at the right time. That's option A. Or option B is that, like I said, it maybe waits for the next delta to decide if you're in, or it does it at your current delta. That's sort of the ways it could work. So at DRS that made some sense because sometimes DRS was a tiny bit off, but it was always when you were like very marginal. But this seems a lot less marginal. Like here, I mean, look how close I am. I'm way over a tenth inside. I don't know. Yes, so Mario Krim's deltas were slightly different, but fundamentally both never went over a second. I mean, let's while we've got it, let's have a little look at did have it. Nick Fly. I would never actually look at Nick Fly's POV, did we? Let's have a look at Nick Fly's POV. Okay, never mind. Doesn't have it streamed. Yeah, we're going to have to chalk that one up to I don't know, unfortunately. It's definitely a bug, and I would like EA to look into it, because I think anyone who plays the game somewhat regularly has experienced it, when you're clearly within and you don't get it, or you're clearly, well, you thought you were outside and you do get it. It's not a case of like, oh, I was 0.99, I didn't get it, I'm annoyed. In that case, it looked like I got it quite comfortably. Even the next update after the 8/10 one was still 9.5 tenths, so still with half a tenth. That's quite a lot. there's something weird. At the very least, it'd be cool if EA would explain it, even if it's just directly to me, and I can then share that with you guys. It'd be cool if EA explained it in some way, because it definitely feels like it's glitched. And if it's not glitched, if it's just a technicality of there's an internal delta that you don't see, so you actually did go over a second as you cross the line, but your delta never updated to that. Brilliant. Let us know. But it'd be good to get some clarity either way. But I can't seem to replicate it there as easy as I'd like to. Right, is that it for that one? Yeah, I agree, Darren. That's why I tried braking after the detection, because I wondered if you then fell outside after activation, but it's not. All right, let's move on. So next thing, so I've got safety car allowing overtakes. I feel like that's a netcode thing. I'm not even going to put that one down. Like, you shouldn't be trying to overtake under the safety car online. We tried it offline, and it was right 100% of the time. It's a penalty system nuance. It's a netcode nuance. Obviously, we all want a better penalty system, right? Like, the penalty system is not bad, actually. It probably gets more hate than it deserves. It's actually a pretty good penalty system overall. But we obviously, there's certain bits like safety cars that we want it reviewed. But they just need to basically build a new penalty system. They may do that next year, because they're having a big change next year. Who knows? But yeah. Okay. Oh, now the safety car going slow and the lobby's full. Now, do we do a full lobby now? Maybe I'll wait a little bit for that. Formation snap. So what I want to do is check that we had it once before in Create Series. I can't recall what track. It might be Japan, actually. No, it can't be Japan. That was the most recent race. There was a track where I drove into the back of somebody immediately, got some damage, which obviously you're not supposed to be able to do on Formation Lap, and that damage then carried over to the race, and I had to start the race with a damaged car. I have had that before. I want to see if I can replicate that now. No, DRS doesn't give benefit down. No, it should be set to 1 second, but it's not perfect. So we're going to... we'll do Austria again. Austria, I'm not going to start in do as Hadjar, because Hadjar shouldn't be on pole. We want a longer race so we can get a formation lap. AI is fine. Okay, weather please. Formation lap on, cool. It was Hungary, Ben also got damage. Yeah, you're right. Yes, absolutely. Hungary, and yeah, Ben also got the damage. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to smash... Oh, I forgot to put damage on. Okay. I'm going to try again and put damage on. I'm going to smash into the back of the car in front as quickly as I can after the formation lap starts. And if it gives me damage, that then carries over to the race. That's a replicable bug. Better 55% wing damage, yes. Because the car's supposed to be invulnerable on formation lap, so me and Ben both just hit people and didn't think too much of it. Do it on purpose. Try again. On and damage. I've been in Formula 71. Was that recently? Damage to visual damage, not actual damage. It definitely was actual damage in Create Series. Adam DNF'd? Crazy. Right, so what we'll do, smash the back of the car as quickly as we can. No damage.
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
Surely it's going to... I'm going to sit and watch the AI. Oh, but if I skip, it might reset. Oh, no damage. That's how it should work. Okay. How far back now? We 1 and 2 before we made that up. Or 1 and 3 rather.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will be...
Seems to be all good. I think they fixed it. Adam hasn't done this one for months. Is it literally months? I know he's been on holiday. Can't give myself damage anymore. Can't damage myself. I think they fixed it. We're on sim damage, that should give me damage for sure. It's too late now, because it definitely does... Let's just try the same track. Let's just try Hungary, just in case there's a weird thing of Hungary. Yeah, it could be an online thing as well, yeah. We'll do one more try at Hungary, then we'll move on. Red paused? Yeah, did I pause? I did. Okay, we'll try that. Ah, you can't pause though, can you, offline? Yeah, fair point though, but it shouldn't make a difference. So now we're getting this call up over Sosolov, did I say that name? Not surprising, really. I think they fixed it. They've either fixed it or it's an online only thing. One of the two. I want more go, but it's been good to me. Yeah, it's not surprised. Sono's got some experience. I think I'm potentially more surprised that... Ah, nothing, all good. Potentially more surprised that... Yeah, all good. That Sono, they put Sono in the V carb and called Liam Lawson up. I don't know. I'm more interested to do something different. But then again, I guess if they do that, they're kind of admitting that Lawson isn't ready. In theory, Lawson is next in line for that Red Bull seat. I don't know. Odd, but I mean, it's always exciting. I'm interested to see how they get on. Chucking a rookie in at late notice, though, is brutal. Snowden's more ready than a rookie. All right. Seems to be fixed, I think. Either fixed or unreplicable, one of the two. Okay, what else? Oh, not possible to choose tire allocation in career. Now, this is an interesting one. So, I believe when you go into career mode and you choose the harder or softer compound, whatever it may be, it doesn't actually give you it, ever. I think maybe in race 1 it gives it to you. Maybe. But I don't think it gives you thereafter. I'm going to go into my team because I'm not using that career mode anymore. This is race 2 of season, I don't know, 4 or 5. So, obviously not the first race. But I believe it happens every single race. It's impossible to pick tire allocation. This is 2025 cars now, to be fair, but it's still a bug, essentially. So, I don't actually know how we do it. If we just advance...
Hey, just a quick one. If you've got some cash kicking around, why not invest in the corporate facility? We can always use more resource, and we can be helpful in... Boss, we need your attention on something, please.
Like, don't miss my team, man. My team sucks. Like as hell.
Just a reminder that you can upgrade our engineering facilities if you'd like. We need to remain at the sharp end of the sport, and it'll keep my team happy.
I think it sounds like Bane. You need to end up at the sharp end of the sport.
Hey, Chief.
Oh, he doesn't have,
Just
an
a reminder
F1
to kick
super
off some
license.
research
Okay, fair then.
projects.
Okay, here we go.
don't
Look, tyre
wanna fall
allocation.
behind our rivals, and we haven't got anything
So
in
if
the
we
pipeline at the moment.
choose,
Thanks.
sprint weekend. Oh. Don't know why it's complicated things like that. Anyway, theory. Oh. Well, I still think it might ignore our choice. So. Okay, practice one. Look, practice one. It's either soft, hard, or medium hard, right? It's going to default to balance, which is one set of softs, one set of hards, right? That's what it's going to give us. If we do softer or harder harder? Okay, I guess. If we do harder, it should give us two softs, right? We shouldn't have a set of hards, even though we're on harder. Odd, but whatever. Let's see. We've selected that. I'm going to go into it again, make sure it's selected. It's still selected. Go to race weekend. And in the first practice, we should have two sets of softs. I think we have a set of softs and a set of hards. And I believe this applies to driver career and my team career. I think it's only career, but no, two-player career as well. I think it's only two-player. I think it's only career though. I'm pretty sure it works online and stuff. Have a look.
All right, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Wait, no, that's correct.
Radio check.
Okay. Has it been fixed, or is it because I want a sprint weekend, or is it because I'm in my team? Don't know.
And if today's practice is anything to go by,
While we're here, we're gonna go to on sprint weekend. It's the problem with these bug fixes. You do just have to just grind through and test stuff. This is what EA should be doing, really. Right, can we simulate that? Starting. I don't want to start. I think that'll do it.
so that
Select the
wraps
other
up the
driver.
sprint race,
But
there's
I've
still
definitely had
more
a driver
action
career as well,
yet
though.
to
Yeah, that would make sense that selecting the other driver would do that. Yeah, so it's a fair point. I wonder if you're the second driver. No, because in two-player career mode that I did with Ben, that start this year, neither of us could select tyres. And obviously we're both drivers, so I don't know. It's an interesting point, though.
Certainly an exciting weekend.
I reckon you're on the right track. I'm going to echo on because it's very warm in it now. I think you're on the right track. Because you know in career mode it's weird, isn't it? It's like two players against the team in the ways it should be teammate versus teammate. It's two players against the team. So it could be that the team chooses your tire allocation and always goes default balanced. Yeah, I reckon you're probably right. I reckon it's something to do with like driver choice. Am I a sprint weekend? Please don't be a sprint weekend.
Things didn't go our way with this one. Here's the update, boss.
Hi. Notice we've got some spare cash
It's not.
reserves.
So,
Obviously, I know you've got other
qualifying
priorities, but don't forget
should
you can
have
upgrade the
softs
corporate
and hards.
facility Whenever you like.
Oh, no, that's on
It'll be
harder.
worth it, I
It's
promise.
saved harder though. That's interesting. All right, I'm gonna go softer. Qualifying should only have softs. And all right, just to really stress test it, I'm gonna select the other driver. So qualifying, I've gone all soft, softer, clearly selected, tire allocation softer. I am going to go to the other driver, which in theory confuses things, but I think in reality that might be the actual cause of the bug, potentially. Not too sure. I'm pretty sure I've had this in driver career as well. Definitely had a two-player career, 100% in two-player career. You got damage on information lab only on the 25 cars? Oh, interesting, okay. Let's see. So I should have all softs. I don't have all softs. We've made a glitch. Yeah, I'm surprised at that. I thought most bugs would be the same on the 26 and 25 cars. Go.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Got a set of hards. I should not have a set of hards. So yeah, it's either to do with you select your tyre allocation for what is your number 1 driver, and if you drive as your number 2 driver, you don't get your tyre allocation, which is a bug, but you can understand that's a little bit niche. 2-player career, you definitely never get it regardless, but maybe that's because the team is the number 1 driver and the 2 players are the number 2 driver, so the team is selecting the tyre allocation, which is always balanced. That would make some sense. Obviously, that's not how it should work regardless, but that would make some sense as to why that happens. It's still a bug. But yeah. I think... yeah. I'm just going to leave it there. Like, we've proved that it's possible to make it happen. That's a bug. I'm not going to... I could dig deeper and find out exactly what does it happen if I do it as the main driver, do more tests when it's not sprint ranking, etc. But I'm not even going to get involved with that. Clearly, it's some sort of bug, so we're just going to leave it there. So yeah, confirmed. Okay. Now this one, I'm gonna give a shout out to this one, but they have got on the list to fix, so I'm not gonna bother troubleshooting it. As of right now, the C6 tires should not be available in 2026. Right? They were available in 2025. It's the pretty softest compound tire. They should not be available in 2026. However, the tracks that had the C6 tire in 2025 have them in 2026 if you select the sprint format. If you select a normal format, they've got the correct tyres. Softest tyre is C5. If you select a sprint format, the softer tyres are a C6. And actually, because the C6 shouldn't exist in 2026, they're the same as the C5. As in, your soft and medium will be a C6 and a C5, and they're virtually the same tyre. They're very, very similar. You literally see the wear pattern be identical and the tyre life be identical and all this stuff. So yeah, that's obviously a glitch. But they've already acknowledged that one. It's in their list of things they're going to fix, so I'm not going to bother going deep in that. But that was a bug I was going to test, but it sounds like they're on it with that, which is good news. Okay. Oh, straight mode failures coming back after pausing. So I'm not going to test this one because it's one of those random events, but it seems to be when your straight line mode fails. First up, in 2026, it fails your entire system. You can't open the front wing if your rear wing fails. Maybe a glitch, but I kind of get that's maybe a limitation in DLC. Fine, move on. But if your straight mode fails, your rear wing fails in a race, first up you have to pit to fix it. It never gets fixed on track anymore, I don't believe. And then secondly, once you pit to fix it, if you pause on track after it's been fixed, it breaks it again. Again, I can't replicate this perfectly, but I have seen it before, even in 2025, I believe. So if you're EA, you should be able to replicate this by using dev tools to force a broken thing, not have it random, fix it in the pit lane, come back on track. When you pause, it happens. Now, it doesn't happen 100% of the time, because I had it in my career mode the other day, and I paused and it didn't happen. It may be you have to flash back to make it happen, or at least enter the replay screen to make it happen. I'm not sure exactly, but it's definitely either pause, or pause and enter the replay screen, or pause and enter the replay screen and flash back. One of those 3 options will break it. I'm pretty confident of it. Because again, I've had it before and it's very frustrating because obviously in 2026, straight mode is worth a lot of time. So, confirmed bug. I know it's there. I know how to make it happen. I just can't because of random events. But yeah, hopefully they fix that. Right. Done. Share a list. They do have a list of known issues, but they only share the list of issues that they are actually investigating and actually likely to fix. If it's something that they go, that's a bit niche, we're not gonna worry about that one, then it's not on their list. The bucket overtake section, no, I didn't, GB. No, I gave up on that one. My best guess is that the host decides whether people get overtake or not, and the host obviously is differently connected to either car that would get it off each other, so it would have a slight little bit of lag involved. That's my guess, but it is a guess. But I wasn't able to make it happen offline. No. Another one. Missing nose cone in Spectate Cam. I literally had it in my VSC ranked stream the other day. Some cars, I don't know why, whether it's because they get damaged or whether when they replace the wing in the pits. I don't know exactly why it is, but I see it quite regularly on quite a lot of streams. You will have seen it too if you watch any real streams of online races on F126. Sometimes the nose cone is completely missing. The wing is still there. The wing still exists, and they have got no damage, but the nose cone is completely missing. Obviously, it looks stupid. It only seems to happen to Spectate Cams. I don't think I've seen anyone see it on their own car or on other cars. It only seems to be the spectator that has it, interestingly. And I don't know if the car has to get damaged or whatever, but that does seem to be a bug I see quite regularly. In my VSC ranked stream the other day, there was 2 cars that had a missing nose cone, and I've seen it many times before. So a relatively common bug. Obviously, I can't do an online race that I'm also spectating where I also get damaged, that they also change at the pits, that also hoping the bug happens. Too niche for me to test, but that one I believe should be replicable by EA. Okay, done. Just talking through these, don't need to test these ones. Okay, on to your bugs that you submitted today then, guys. So, Mexico, final corner. You reckon track limits are essentially bugged? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Does it work in time trial? Which corner do you mean? In fact, someone said it happens even in our hot lap video for VSE, so that's interesting. Let's go watch that. Hot lap. Ah, yes it does. Look at this. Why with 360p quality? Is that seriously to the top quality, this hot lap? Has YouTube just not bothered to actually process this video in a week? Are some of the hot lap videos 360p quality? I haven't even tested this myself. Is that right? This is horrendous. I know you can't see, but this is horrendous. Anyway, yeah. Look, you can do that, apparently. And that's in, time trial's got a different detection system, so not necessarily, but we will go and do it just to absolutely confirm it. Mexico. Looks like a PS2 game, I know, right? Yeah, I kind of just assumed that YouTube's processed them, but 60p in a week? I know it's an unlisted video, but wild.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
How much I was talking about? Right. Alright, so we're just going to do it on the first lap, because if this allows us to start a lap having gone off track, that's obviously not right. So just to confirm, it's going to be next lap. No, just this one. But I bet if I do this, it'll give me next lap. It still didn't. Okay. Surprising. Okay, it is quite far away from the next lap, but still. Okay, let's see if it gives us next lap here. Nope, still in this lap. Okay, cool. So what I'm looking for is if it's going to say this and next lap disallowed, which would essentially mean it's detected a proper cut. If it doesn't do that, then clearly that's wrong. Yep, you can see clearly it's allowed it, completely fine. So yeah, confirms. Track limits there, clearly way too generous. That would mean effectively that just becomes the racing line. Everyone will be doing it on every single lap, and obviously that's a bit rubbish. So there you go, nice easy one, confirmed. Okay. Tyres being shuffled when disconnecting online. Now, again, this is another one we need to talk through because I can't replicate it. When people disconnect from an online lobby and they then reconnect to an online lobby, their tyres they've got seem to be, I'm not going to say randomised because I don't know what it is. And I haven't had this myself because I actually haven't really disconnected from an online lobby in a very long time. But we're going to troubleshoot some online lobby connectivity issues in a minute. And basically, when you reconnect, often your tyres are not what they were when you left, whether that be wear or what your tyre allocation. I'm not actually entirely sure, but your tyres can be bugged when you reconnect. This happens to a lot of people. I personally haven't had it, but it's been heavily reported. It's happened in Creator Series, happened to Krim in Creator Series. Clearly the tyres change when you reconnect. A little bit niche, but also obviously for things like leagues, really important. You can't be disconnecting, oh, but don't worry, my AI is driving, I'll just quickly reconnect. Oh, now suddenly all my tyres are worn, or all my tyres are new, even worse. They get an advantage by doing it. So clearly that shouldn't happen. The tyres should be saved in some way, but it also may be one of those bugs that's really difficult for them to resolve, because like it may be that the person's tyre allocation is saved to their own personal game. When they disconnect, reconnect, that changes because they had it and they just adopt what the AI had, and the AI might not adopt your one. You can see how it gets complicated. Doesn't mean it's not fixable. Everything's fixable, but maybe this isn't one that's going to be an easy bug fix. Maybe they might have to wait till maybe F1 27 for them to fix that, but would like to see it fixed, especially for leagues. All right. Flashback and quality shuffles positions. We've already confirmed that one. Oh yeah, time trial. You guys were saying that when we swap cars and tracks, we get a realistic car. Interesting. I'd like to really fix at this point anyway. Well, we still got the sports update coming. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, they haven't given up on this game quite yet. But yeah, I mean, regardless, you know, as far as I'm aware, they're not completely starting again for 2027. So all this stuff will still apply. Okay, so anyway, so I'm going into time trial here. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going into time trial 2026. Equal cars on, McLaren, Australia, doesn't matter. Apparently, when we change the track, it also changes our realistic car / equal car status. I think the game's more buggy. I think the game's less buggy than 2020 days, actually, GB. Personally. Okay, so you haven't even gone on track. Car track selection. Yeah, realistic. Does that mean my car is realistic? Surely not. It's just surely that menu option defaults to realistic rather than defaulting to what I'm currently on. Is that correct? Someone in chat if you could confirm, but I believe that would be what that would be. If I switch that to on and change track, it'll probably go back to being realistic because it's just not picking up your current setting. Is that a good description of the bug? Sports update, make Williams even faster. Yeah, agreed. Could do. Okay. And again, yeah, same thing. I think that's all it is. I'm just going to check if I go to leave it on realistic and change the track. Let's see. I think this will still say realistic. I don't think it'll say equal. Bug severity is not as bad as it used to be, granted, because they haven't even really added much content to the game. Two-player, the bug is most... Yeah, two-player is still quite a big issue. I think... Yeah, it still says realistic. And we'll just go to equal. I think that there's less bugs overall, and the severity bugs are better than it has been for a long time. Personally, yeah, still is realistic. So I'm pretty sure it's just that menu option is not defaulting to what you're actually on. It's defaulting to realistic all the time. I think that's all that is. Nice simple bug. They should be able to fix that super easy. It's probably just a case of it's not plumbed in correctly in the background, if that makes sense. So yeah, nice simple bug. I like that. I like bugs that are simple like that. You can just go, yeah, boom, bug, confirmed, done, move on. It should be able to fix that. Okay, now 100% sprint races. You guys seem to think you start massively down on fuel. Is this any track? Any track, if you're on a 100% sprint race, you start massively down on fuel, but you end massively up on fuel. Is that correct? There'll be bugs? Yeah, exactly. There will be, absolutely. It's just more managing them. I think I'm only literally talking like maybe 2 years ago at most. Every year, there was getting more and more bugs. It was getting buggier and buggier and buggier. Then, about 2 years ago, they turned the tide. It started getting less buggy and less buggy and less buggy, which is all we can ask for. We can't ask for a perfectly stable game. We can't ask for every bug to be deleted. We can't ask them to get rid of every bug within a week of being reported. It's not possible, right? But as long as they're making progress, as long as the game is getting less buggy over time, and any new bugs get introduced largely get eradicated, happy days. It's when it just gets worse and worse and worse with every iteration of the game, you can see where that ends up, an absolute buggy mess. Patch 6, 2 break rate mode, fixed, removed. Right. We did Canada and Navarre. Alright, let's try Canada. Canada. So, Canada. First up, equal car, McLaren. We're going to go into a... wait, wrong thing. No, that is the right thing. We're going to go into a 50% distance sprint and see what happens. Then we'll do the same thing with 100% distance sprint, see if it's just 100%. Do it. Frustrations when bugs are reintroduced? Absolutely, yeah. And it's kind of the same thing. It's kind of the same thing I'm making. They were just being a bit clumsy, whereas now they seem to be investing just enough resources that the bugs are reducing rather than increasing. But of course, there's still bugs that we all know about, so people still feel the same. You know, GB was talking a minute ago about, oh, it's as buggy as it's ever been. I don't think that's true personally, and I could be wrong. But it feels like it does because there's still too many bugs. Of course there is. Okay, so sprint race.
Radio check.
There's 12 laps. It defaults us to 14.9. I'm going to set that to dead on 12 just to see. And we should drive it. It should be changing slightly by, I don't know, 0.1 per lap, something like that. There you go, 0.03 over. This all looks normal to me. Looks absolutely normal to me. Exactly what I expect it to be. I mean, look, I do think they could do the new fuel system with all the lifting and coasting we're doing. I think we could do with a much more, some sort of like prediction system that tells you, rather than just give you X number of laps, that doesn't really mean anything to anyone, especially when it's different to what the player's doing. It should just give you your prediction, your predicted finishing fuel. Yeah, look, it's exactly as I expect, right? Okay, working fine. Let's do a 100% distance sprint and see what happens. I do think they've still got a big issue with new features. I think new features aren't tested enough internally, and they get introduced with too many bugs. But I think they've gotten better at fixing those bugs. But I do think there's still that issue, absolutely. And more so, in my opinion, more so, it's that they don't think them through thoroughly enough. So 100% distance, everything else is exactly the same. They don't think them through thoroughly enough. So rank mode's a good example of that, or F1 World. Like, in theory, could be good modes. They've not been thought through thoroughly enough, so they end up being bad. They end up being flawed. That's, to me, a bigger issue, personally, than the fact that new features tend to be buggy, because they then don't go back and go, oh, actually, yeah, we were wrong. Let's completely revamp this system. They just don't do that. They leave F1 World the same. They leave rank the same. Bugs, though, they do start to fix. All right, let's see. So exactly the same now, apart from we're at a 100% distance sprint. Everything else is exactly the same.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Looks correct to me. 25. It says 25 laps. So if we go to minimum fuel on a 100% sprint race. Why do we need to go to minimum, though? Why is that relevant? I mean, that clearly is a way too big a leeway, because we could start with literally half fuel. I think the bug is in the fuel calculation. I'm going to start level on fuel. I'm going to start level on fuel. And what I'm expecting to see here, based on what you guys are saying, is this will go up very, very quickly. Which is why I did a half a lap before. No, looks good to me. Okay. Maybe it's specifically on minimum fuel then. That looks pretty much the same to me as it was before. Yeah, it's the same. Okay, alright. Let's try minimum fuel then. The bug is the amount of fuel you can put in.
Hey, mate. Radio check, please. Radio check.
Okay.
Radio check.
So the bug is that this goes too low, in other words. But then surely you can't make it to the end on this, can you? 11 laps under on fuel. In a 23-lap sprint race with. Surely you can't make it to the end, can you? Shouldn't be able to. Yeah, but I think we need more leeway on what they allow. Like in qualifying, you should be able to put less than 5 kilos of fuel in. If I want to go out with 1 kilo of fuel, let me do it. But this game has a lot of safeguards so that a noob can mess with the settings massively and still be fine. Hence, like tyres are safe for the race and things like that. But yeah, this works exactly as expected. I don't disagree that we should have a much lesser window to match all other races, but that's not really glitch. I wish all the races were like this. If I want to start with half the amount of fuel I need, let me start with half the amount of fuel I need. But yeah, all right, fair point though. You shouldn't be able to set the fuel quite this low. That's 100% distance sprint races seem to have the fuel load bar be way too long. We can literally start 11 laps under, and we seem to be able to start probably 11 laps over as well. More than that, way more than that. But the actual fuel bar when you're in the race is correct. It's purely that this bar is too wide. It needs to be narrowed from 13 to 43 is obviously ridiculous. It needs to be much more narrow like it is on every other race distance. But yeah, you can also start 26 laps over on fuel. So minor, but if you're setting it that low or that high, that's on you. I don't care that much about that one. But you're right, it's technically a bug. We'll file it. All right. 100% sprint race allows too wide of a fuel of starting fuel. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's all the bugs I've got on my list. Have you guys got anything else? We need to do an open lobby and see how stable that is. But other than that, is that all? 5 kilos an FIA requirement? No, it's not. No, they have to have at least 1 kilo of fuel in the car at the end of each session, qualifying in the race in particular. But they could go out with 2 kilos if they wanted to. Like, you never see F1 cars just burning fuel, do you? It's not. Why would they do that? You sent something in Discord. Okay, let's have a look. Lose time by flashing back in the pits. I'm not even going to report this one. Okay, no, I will. I'll leave it in. There will be many bugs related to flashbacks. There will be many bugs related to flashbacks because it's a weird thing we're doing. We're freezing time, going back in time, and yes, it's a feature of the game, so it should be stable. But there will be probably about 100 bugs in the game right now of weird things you can do with flashbacks or with mid-session saves. Yes, all right, it's a bug. We'll file it, but they will be there never ending. But look, I'm glad the flashback feature's in the game. It's a nice feature, but it's a feature that will always invite instability, to be honest. All right, we'll put it down now. We'll put it down. Flashback from pit box makes your crew come out and delays you. For that. How about PC when you're loading sessions often causes game crashes? Does it? Okay, I'll try it. And any other bugs, chat, before we move into an open lobby? Press out before winning Q3, get forced in delivery. Hell yeah. I'm up for that. In Grand Prix races, if you skip formation lap without moving your diff, it goes back to 10%. Again, like, it's just too small and niche. Like, we're not here trying to have 100 bugs that are all ridiculously niche. What I want is the bugs that genuinely annoy us, that we all know of. Maybe not off the top of your head, but you go, oh yeah, I know overtake doesn't always activate, and oh yeah, like you definitely shouldn't be able to start a race from half around the lap on formation lap. These are bigger bugs or bugs that genuinely annoy us. When the more niche you get, the more it's like, yeah, all right, I can see that it's a small issue that after a formation lap your diff is resetting, but just change it again. It's not enough of an issue. Right, so because if we load in, so if I load in here and I won't tab out, so I'm no longer tabbed into the game. I haven't had this, to be honest, GB, but I don't often tab out while it's loading. Window thing too? Oh yeah, it could be. I use borderless window, so it should in theory be the same. Again, though, similar sort of thing, similar to flashbacks, I think you're asking for issues. Again, it is a bug. You're not wrong, but if you're tabbed out like I am now, it's niche because it's PC only, but you're asking for problems by tabbing out. If it was like the game crashes every time you tab out, 100%, let's fix that immediately. If it's just sometimes, could be a Windows issue. You're telling Windows, I don't care about this screen, I want to look at this screen. The Windows is giving your hardware is concentrating on the screen you're looking at that you've got in focus, it's called. The out of focus screen gets less resources. Actually, here it's running quite well. A lot of time you'll see that an out of focus screen will be really low frame rate. It will drop down to 2 or 3 FPS in the background. Because it's just not prioritizing it. So obviously in doing that, the game's got less resources. So the game could crash. It may be a Windows issue, not a game issue. So
An immense.
yeah, I think that is what it is. Again, it's just so niche. Like, if it happened every time, we can maybe do something about it, but it's just so niche. It's coming to education centre for fixes. Yeah, maybe. This is why I do this, because I'm a bit of a developer myself. So, like, logically, a lot of it makes sense to me, and I can logically think through, like, why would that be? Would this be a fix? Would this be a way to replicate it? Should we be reporting that? You should always report it. Of course, you should always report stuff. Am I going to put it in my video? No. The takeaway is basically, because there are millions of bugs in the F1 game, we need to prioritize the big ones. No, it's not. It's not that. The takeaway is, if you're doing a very weird set of circumstances, like flashing back when you happen to be right in your pit box, don't be surprised when it happens. If you're tabbing out of the game during the loading screen, which is a segment of time when the game is having to work hard to gather resources and to process stuff, and you tell your computer, I don't want you to focus on that window, I want you to focus on this other window, and you're getting issues, you shouldn't be surprised when it crashes. It's not a case of that bug's so niche it doesn't matter. It's a case of you're doing stuff so weird that don't be surprised when it gets bugged. Does that make sense? But it's still a bug. You are right, but it's don't be so weird. Is what I'm telling you. It's a skill issue, basically. Weird bug. 100% of the time you play online with Ben, you end up in the wall. Yeah, that is a weird bug. I don't know what happens. The loading takes so long, or lobbies can take so long that you're watching a stream or doing something. Yeah, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be doing that, GB. Yeah, but exactly, on PC. So you're talking about, what, 10, maybe 20% at most of the F1 audience. So you're already in a relative niche. You're then talking about people that have got multiple screens, realistically. Or at the very least run with non-full screen. I think a lot of people will just be full screen, waiting for it to load, sat there waiting, moving on with their lives. So you're probably talking about less than 10% of that 10-20% that would ever really tab out. And then on top of that, it's only in sessions that matter. So if you're in a career mode, you go, oh, that was annoying, I'll just reload. I won't tab out again next time because it's made no difference. Online lobby, obviously, you get disconnected. So if it's online, again, you've now got 3 layers of nicheness. And you're now talking about quite a small subset of players doing something that's specifically causing it. For example, right, if I found out that when my monitor disconnects during a race, the game crashes. Technically, yeah, it's a bug. But come on, like, my monitor's crashed. Is it surprised it's crashed the game? Or like, when my laptop enters low power mode in the middle of a race, the game crashes. Well, you just have the resources the game has got to run. Like, come on, don't be surprised that's just happened. When my keyboard disconnects mid-race when I'm using keyboard to control it, the game crashes. That one is a little bit less niche, but still, like, weird stuff's happened. You can't blame the game that you yourself have created or your environment has created a weird situation that the game maybe isn't handling too well, but it's a weird situation that you've created. Can't be surprised stuff's gone wrong. In an ideal world, yeah, none of that would cause any issues, but it's a niche within a niche within a niche, to the extent that I think most people wouldn't even care. Oh yeah, fair, my monitor's disconnected, crashed the game. Fair enough. Let's replug in my monitor and play the game, and it's fine. A lot of these things people can blame themselves for, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Same could happen on console. Obviously, consoles work differently. Consoles know that their main job is to be a gaming device, so I would suspect that they don't really lower the resources available that much to the background process of the game. But I don't know. Yeah. Resets track on controller, puts you in reverse gear. Incredible. I'm not going to test that one because I suspect that's niche, but that does sound fun. Right, should we? Let's fill up a lobby, shall we, chat? Let's do it. So, if you're around, I'd appreciate if you join this lobby. We want a full lobby. Apparently, I've got some sort of mod on. Okay, I will have to verify my game files first. So bear with me. But yes, if you are around, I'd appreciate if you could join the lobby. What we want to do is we want to. I need about 2 or 3 minutes here to verify my game file, so don't rush. What I want to do is just going to check something else. Fill up a lobby, and what it does is it's very unstable. Now, I haven't really seen many stability issues outside Creator Series races that Hayden has hosted. Niche. I've been saying it for a while that I think Hayden is causing issues. Not on purpose, obviously. It's whatever. It shouldn't. But maybe Hayden's specific graphics card combined with a specific RAM, combined with a specific processor, combined with a specific wheel, combined with a specific installation of Windows, with a specific set of programs he's got installed with his specific monitor that's got a specific resolution, a specific refresh rate, with his specific internet connection that's got a certain lag level. Variables are causing issues. Because when I've seen other people host, Map212 hosted Japan, we had 0 of those issues. The safety card behaved perfectly, and nobody disconnected. However, when Hayden hosts, the safety car will often go very, very slow when it shouldn't do, and people disconnect all the time. Now, when Matt212 was hosting, most of the time there was only 20 drivers in the lobby. So basically what we're trying to do here is figure out, is it because there's 22 drivers, which is a new high limit for 2026, and maybe shows us why they always limited to 20 drivers, because there was stability issues above 20? Is it because there's 22 drivers in the lobby, or is it that maybe it's not just because there's 22 drivers in the lobby, but when there's other instability issues? Now, I very rarely get issues, right? My game relatively rarely crashes. I very rarely disconnect. My internet is rock solid. I'm on a wired connection. I've got a very good PC. All lots of ticks, right? I am a pretty stable test case for this. So if I'm hosting a 22-player lobby and we still get issues, there is issues with a 22-player lobby. Okay? If we don't get issues, what we discover is 22-player lobbies stress people's network and their system enough that it causes some issues, and that some hosts maybe have stability issues. That's what we find out. There's basically 2 options that come out of this. So let's see. There's only one way to find out. We got to host a full lobby. So yeah, please do join me. And I'm 70% now through verifying my game files. So just give me another maybe minute or 2. Get me in, big boy. I did just see GB, you're in game. I was like, I wonder if GB's going to join. GB's like, hell yeah. Open lobby against Gillon? This is a rare opportunity. GB's eyes lit up. 2 spectators as well? Yeah, true, yeah. So if you join and you don't get to drive a car, please do stay in and spectate. And obviously, if someone disconnects in a future race, so we'll do 5-lap lobbies. If someone disconnects for the next race, you can hopefully jump in a car. So, do just stay in just for a further stress test. Anyway. Would you consider having to put equal performance every time change on tracks? Niche. It's a non-game breaking bug. It's a user experience bug. So it's one of those bugs. It's a little bit annoying, but actually doesn't make a big difference. Do you know what I mean? So I have filed it because it's such an easy bug to both replicate, and it's an easy bug for them to fix. But it's not. I wouldn't like. I would guess it happens on all platforms for a start, so it's not niche. But obviously, there's only one mode, etc., and it's not a game breaker one. So I wouldn't call it niche. But you are right. It's not a bug. I'm like, guys, we need to fix this bug ASAP. This bug's awful. But it's such an easy bug that I would like to see it fixed. Same with the weather icon stuff. Like, come on. It's the sort of thing that's not game breaking, but I want to see it fixed. Yeah. Matt, whose fault? Yeah, agreed. So GB, you host a lot of lobbies, right? You do open lobbies. You don't very often do 5-lappers, but I'm still going to ask you the question. When you host 5-lappers, do you still get the same issues as when you host longer races? I appreciate that most of the races are longer, but if you have hosted enough 5-lappers, have you had issues within those? My eyes lit up at the thought of breaking the lobby? Yeah, fair. Fair. I don't host enough to know that? Okay, yeah, fair. Alright, let's do this, guys. About to open the lobby. Another 30 seconds. If you're watching on YouTube, probably look for my lobby right now, because we're about 40 seconds there on YouTube, because I've accidentally set the wrong setting. Multiplayer. Great session. 2026. Open. Let's go. GB, I'll send you an invite, but we might still need to be quick. I don't think we'll get full that quickly, though. You should be alright. Oh, that's the wrong button. Alright. Okay, so 24 people, open, all welcome, F1 2026 cars, fixed setup, fine. Also it's allowed, all my sister off, AI difficulty level, don't care. Track, we will do Austria, because it's nice and short. Just a 5-lap race. Random starting grid. Clear weather. Feature quarter cutting. About any of that. Switch off. Yep, we're good. Alright, let's select the track. Oh, already did. There you go. You might struggle to find the lobby maybe, but my trusty Haas. What are the filters? Austria, 2026 cars, 5-lap races. I can't remember that. I can't remember the lobby settings, but doesn't matter. Session duration. Okay, we'll see. I mean, obviously we know that online is a big weakness of EA's anyway. Yeah, we do absolutely know that. I would like to see some safety cars though. So let's I'm gonna lengthen the race because I would like to see some safety cars. I'm not going to put red flags on. You're going to record and tab in and out, see if you can force a crash. Alright, fair. I don't care about gloves for this. Actually, yeah, I do, because it is 25%. Criminal's a lot of 5s? Okay, alright. Jump in, guys. We need 4 lobbies to do this. If you're watching and you're able to jump on the F1 game, I appreciate it. Good time. It actually just hit 6 o'clock, so a few you guys are around. If you've got any mates, invite them in. Don't care who's in. Yeah, we probably need... I'm not going to put damage on. You don't need damage to cause a safety car because we can all just stop on track. I'm not going to put damage on purely because people straight line and this just gets messy. You're stuck? What, you're stuck on... Do you know what? I actually think they've massively improved. I should give a shout out for this. I think they've massively improved the communicating with online services. Previously, that would like get stuck in a loop and be really slow. I think it was related to your in-game mail, which obviously you get a lot of that because of F1 World stuff. So I have right now... Can I see it from here? Oh, what have I just done? I went spectate by accident, did I? What's button 23? Here we go. Mail. 182 unread messages, right? So I've got 27 pages of mail. I think, based on what other people have said, they went through and deleted all their mail, and it helped with the online services Wheel of Doom. I haven't done that, and I haven't seen the community online services up there. Look, I haven't seen that get stuck for a while. Now it does happen sometimes still. But they seem to have improved it. So I do think that's another bug fix that they have done at some point. Right, there we go. Nice full lobby. Again, if you're spectating, I appreciate if you can stay in. Or if there's a space, join, then do just spectate. Just a stress test for. We appreciate it. It's not as fun as driving, so sorry, but it's what it is. If you really don't want to, I get it, but. Right, for now, let's just do an all race. Let's just have a little race. Maybe halfway through the race, we'll cause a safety car. Yeah, right. Let's start at lap 9. So, appreciate you. Most of you will probably have the stream in the background. You may not all. Start of lap 9. Let's cause a safety car. Okay, we'll do 8 laps of racing. We'll have some fun. We'll see if there's any instability. We'll see if anyone disconnects. Then start of lap 9. We'll all. Well, it doesn't have to be all. Most of us will stop on track wherever you are. Cause a safety car. Get going again. We'll see if the safety car's bugged. And then we'll have another. We're basically doing 2 12.5% races here. Lap 8, I've changed it. Lap 8. Because lap 8 is the halfway point, right? Is it 16? No, how many laps is it? Lap 9? 18 laps? Is it 18 laps? Maybe we don't get a set of hards. 18 laps, 9. Okay, do lap 8 just so the second half is long enough. Lap 8. Because then we have a 7-lap race. We have a couple lap safety car. We have another 7-lap race. That's the idea. So start of lap 8. Stop or drag and cause safety car. If you see other people doing it, just stop and cause it. We actually only need, what, probably 3 people doing it, 3 or 4 people doing it. So maybe if you're right at the back, if you're miles off the pack, just keep going. Because otherwise it's going to take longer for you to catch up. If you're at the front, do it. Lap 8, stop on track if you're at the front, somewhere near the front. Noel is always the slowest to load, by the way. Noel must be on a very old laptop, I reckon. He's always the slowest. Yeah, I'm not saying the online services thing is completely fixed. There's definitely still issues with it, but they've improved it a lot, I think. Wait, am I on hards? Is everyone on hards? There was no strategy screen. Yeah, that's another bug, actually. Sometimes you get no strategy screen. Why was there no strategy screen? Oh. Has that person disconnected, or did they actually leave the lobby? They might have actually left the lobby, so take another pinch of salt. But do keep an eye on the bottom there. Yeah, that's the bug. You should be able to set your tyres. Right, go on, let's do this. P7 on the grid. Let's have some fun for 8 laps. 7 laps. Lovely launch. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this the guy that did it as well? I think that was a straight up mistake, but it was a brutal one. B2, don't mind me. GG's. See you later, chat. GB's stuck in the middle there. Sauce GB getting ping ponged about. I think that has to buy back there is GB. Boom. Easy. Local lobbies are easy. I should do them more. Great. Oh, it's to do a fixed setup, isn't it? The lack of strategy options is to do a fixed setup, I believe. Which obviously shouldn't be a thing. We should be allowed to change our start and tyre strategy just because we're on a fixed setup. Spider shock doo 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 doo. Spider shock doo 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 doo. Spider shock doo 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 doo. Spider shock. Okay, should I have overtake mode? I'm sure I will, because it's plenty close enough. Yep.
Okay, so overtake is active. Overtake mode
GB
is active. You're going to get more power from the hybrid system. You know how it works. Just use boost on the next long straight to get your way past.
Assume GB's the higher Aston Martin, who's in about. He's gone again. Undercover. There he is. He's not too far back. Just chilling for now. Anyway, no one's disconnected, have they? GB's going through World War 3 back there. Every time I look back, GB's getting absolutely clarted by somebody. Oh yeah, scared off the track. There he is, GB's coming.
Okay, overtake enabled.
Alright, DB's too close. Oh god, time to run. Is he run out of battery or? Weird. Must have accidentally been a nun.
Okay, so managing the
I guarantee you GB is hating life for fixed setup right now. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe GB runs fixed setup a lot in his lobbies, but oh no, I'm gonna get killed here.
Before braking, then use boost on corner exit to get that extra energy deployment.
Do you know what? Everyone was pretty clean there. Fair play. Oh god. He's through. He's through. It took him a while. But does anyone in chat that is not racing? Does GB normally run fixed setups or does he normally run default? Well, you know, just custom. Right, GB's through. 0 issues, by the way, so far. We've got. Well, I guess some people disconnected, did they? Because they DNF'd. We're down to 18, look. Oh no, that's laps, idiot. No, 22, sorry. I'm literally being completely stupid. It still says 22. Is that 22 people connected though, or does that include AI? It could include AI. I've not seen any major connectivity issues. Good dive on this. Didn't. I was sure he was going to go for a huge lunge there. You usually know to set up. Yeah, there you go. To be honest though, it's probably not hating his life that much because fixed setups on 2026 are actually alright. They're actually fine. TV's absolutely washed though, it turns out. Absolute setup merchant, it seems. Nowhere near me, look at him. I'll use my battery. That'll give him the correct level of motivation though, sort his life out. Probably warning by DB. I should have put live timing on, shouldn't I? I've actually added the live timing to Steam now. Super easy to find and get on. As a non-Steam game. I'm not actually uploaded it as to Steam.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by.
Oh yeah, true. Spectators probably take cars, don't they? Yeah. So we probably have always got 22 people connected to the lobby. Oh no, they can't take cars. No, they can't take an existing car. This is getting dive bombed. There it is. Actually, almost got that stuff. Fair play. I thought I was going to switch back, but I thought it was going to go deeper than he did.
No issues with tyre wear.
Well, I predicted it one lap too late. Get out of the way, DB. Too slow. Where's Bro off to? Oh, God! I don't know whose fault that was.
Right, you've got boost mode available now. Use it if you want to.
Somebody just retire. Boop!
Okay, mate, so just a quick reminder, you'll get access
There he is.
to the extra
Big old
power
juicy
when
suck.
you're within a second of the car ahead with overtake mode. Virtual safety car deployed.
Okay.
Slow down and maintain a positive delta.
Oh, let's see. Wait, actually, I want to see. If I stay under my delta,
okay, slow down, slow down.
it gets
Your delta's
upgraded.
negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce
do I get in
your
trouble?
pace.
Ah, didn't.
You need to give that place back, I'm afraid. That was an illegal overtake.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh well, I'll take it. Bye! Oh, look at our cars behind. It's not getting upgraded. A couple people stopped as well. I'm surprised it didn't get upgraded. Oh well. DB fuming. We went too slow. Oh, GG's. GG's! See you later, lads! It's nice knowing ya! Easy. This one simple trick. Wait, it still says
okay, VSC
yellow in the bottom left.
ending. We're going green. Maintain positive
That's all
delta until the green flags.
No overtake mode for UGB. Actually, I mean, I might actually get it. I've kind of stopped. I think he actually might have got it because I stopped trying.
Okay, caution, caution.
Okay, let's upgrade this one.
Safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta on your dash.
Come on, upgrade, 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 upgrade. Please upgrade.
Okay, the
There it
safety
is.
car is out.
That's
Safety
P6.
car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that
Right.
delta time.
Let's see if the
Make sure to
safety
keep it
car
positive.
goes slow or not. So, in Creator Series, we often see the safety car go really, really artificially slowly. Oh, we're down to 19 cars now, though. Am I right in thinking that you can have more spectators? So anyone who's just joined the lobby maybe, but isn't in a car, if you could spectate and join, you can have more than 2 in that case. Am I wrong about that? So right now there's 18 cars. In theory, if all those cars are player controlled, there should... Oh,
You've got to
damn
keep
it.
that position
Tried.
back, mate. We're under
Both of them as well.
And you can't overtake. Return the position.
Yeah, so assume all 17 cars are AI controlled. No, human controlled. Seating position. Oh, you could give yourself a 10. Oh yeah, anyway, sorry. Assuming all 70 cars are AI human controlled, can we have like 7 people spectate just without a car? I was gonna just change my mind there. I was actually gonna stay out just on the first one behind the safety car, so I could see it going slowly, but I decided against it. Because I thought everyone was going to pit so that we'd still see it, but actually the other guy has gone ahead, but that's okay.
Okay, mate, that's
10.
it. Go, go, go. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting.
Right, let's see. So the safety
Look
car
after these
should
tyres
go.
now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Oh God. All that. Yeah, still P6. A lot of people haven't boxed. Everything seems to be fine. We're down to 17 now, though. So anyone who's in the lobby but is not driving a car, are you able to confirm how many people are spectating? You've just qualified himself. Nice. Easy win on GB. GB in the mud. Ah, it's all good, George. It's all good. They didn't mess about lobby anyway. We're not trying to have a serious race here. Tried cheesing a safety car from P2. Fair. I was going to test. Well, but in creatives we don't do anything wrong, do we? We just drive and the safety car goes really slow. We're having none of those issues. I think GB, you're on. Oh, hold on. No, that's a bit slow. No, I think it's okay. GB, you're on Wi-Fi, aren't you? You're on Wi-Fi. I can't remember. Or you're on a power line adapter. I can't remember. I did see a GTA 6 leak of someone playing basketball. Yeah. You're on Ethernet now. Okay. You're with like BT, aren't you? I think we'll finish this race. We'll do one more lobby after this one though, just to see if we get any issues. Hopefully people stay. We'll do a 5-lapper this time. Hopefully if everyone can stay in, we'll do another test. Oh, U5, okay. You're on a good connection now. I think the only thing to do is if I host Create Series. This is why I don't play online lobbies. So mudded. 2 gig up, 2 gig down, very nice. 5-lapper, we're just trying to see if people disconnect. Like, people just have massive stability issues. And, okay, I'm getting nudged.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. Return the position immediately or we're going to get penalised. There's no overtaking during the safety car period.
He's off track.
Okay, clear.
Oh, come off it.
That move was illegal, I'm afraid, mate.
Come
Return the
off
position,
it.
Give it back.
Wait, oh, it's gone. It's yellow. I think Great Granny might have won. This is exactly why I don't do open lobbies. And again, like, the problem with open lobbies is it gives random people too much power.
Some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon
One
as
person
possible.
can ruin one open lobby race by straight lining or by the safety car stuff we just saw. One person can very easily ruin it, or taking people out on purpose, or swiping them under safety car, or just tapping them under safety cars, give them a penalty. One person can very easily just completely ruin a open lobby. And that's why I don't like them. They just suck. I've thought about it. Who doesn't mind fixed setups? Fair.
Okay, so you got overtake now. Overtake enabled.
Randoms not near your pace. Yeah, but that's what open lobbies are. They're randoms. Regardless of how good you think your community is and how quick your mates are, if it's an open lobby, random people can join and ruin it. That's the problem with it, is the fact it's open. The racing just sucks. I always just find it boring and repetitive, personally. We'll do one 5 lapper after this. That's fine, I'm not slow. You're the leader, actually. It's pretty quick. Oh, where's the Fabio minions? They're here, don't worry. And obviously, the skill spread is normally quite big. Like, I know a lot of people enjoy, like, humbling noobs and starting from the back of the race in an open lobby and coming back to win it, and I don't find it, A, very fun, B, very good content. But let's do it. Let's drop behind these guys. These guys seem reasonably fast, to be fair. Let's drop behind these guys and we can have some fun. Alright, down to P6. See if we can get back to P2. Honestly, he's got fastest laps, he's not slow.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
I'll recharge the minute.
Okay, so that's boost mode available if
Nice,
you need
little freebie. Just give it a dive, try to discourage him, it didn't quite work. Still get him anyway. Might be low on battery. Oh yeah! Let's go! God. Use the apex anyway, am I right? I'm meant to be testing stuff, but it's been rock solid, I think. We have had people disconnected, but I think that's just because they've been leaving. That's why it's hard to judge. Like I said, the best way is for me to actually host Great Series, I think. GG's! Back to the front of the pack. We go again. We do it. See if we can do it twice before the end of the race. It's like HL back off just enough as well to keep the pack together. But we have got the guy was at fast lap before up there again. I think battery management is probably going to be, and I guess people who like GB Open Lobby Merchants, they can maybe attest more than me, but I would imagine battery management is a big difference between players these days. One.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy.
A great series test. On he goes. I knew he was going to brake late and hit the car in front.
Green flag.
There's two. Just about hold it. Fair play for him for trying it. Respect it. Oh, nice save. Almost had an immediate skill issue there. Everyone now with threes. HL just got one. Oh, that was pretty sweet actually. The car was sliding all the time during that move. We made it work. Let's go for that outrageous one. Oh, it worked! No way has that worked! I very rarely go for those moves. Very rarely. Incredible. Incredible. No way that worked. There we go again. This time we're going to have 2 laps to do it. It's going to be a struggle this time. I'll do what I can. 3 times? Can we really do it 3 times? Surely not. That's driven there by Chris. Here we go. Here we go. Ah, sorry to everyone study. Push them a little bit there. Sure, out of battery, are they? There they are. Wallop! Surely not an extra time. Surely not another time. Surely not. This is getting outrageous now. 1 lap to do it this time, chat. Surely not. Let's see.
Okay,
we're saving battery this time.
Keep your concentration.
Maybe should have gone for it.
Gap to your teammate behind, 21.2 seconds.
Ah, I can use my corner speed. The driver in front's going to help. There's 2. Oh, that was late. He's got no battery though. This one's going very deep. He's got no batteries, it's GG's. Wallop. Wow, we did it 4 times in like what? 6 or 7 laps? That's outrageous. That is outrageous. Oh my god, we even kept it clean as well. Could have they necessarily kept it clean, but there you go. Diabolical is the right word for it. Not outrageous, diabolical is the better word for it for sure. Oh my god, no lag? Okay, good. Right, well, we'll do one more chat. We'll do one more 5-lapper, and then we're going to head off. Yeah, one more 5-lapper. So if everybody who joins the next 5-lapper, if you're a spectator or a driver, if you could stay in, it's only 5 laps. We'll do it in Austria still. It's 1 minute laps-ish. It's literally going to be less than 10 minutes of your life, right? I'd appreciate if you could stay in, just so we can stress test as much as possible. We want 22 drivers plus 2 spectators. That's 24 people all connected. We'll see if we get any disconnects, right? Obviously, if people are leaving, it's also muddying the waters because it says such as us left the session. We don't know if they did that on purpose or they disconnected. So if you could stay for this next one, even if your race goes horribly, I'm sorry for you. Feel free to pause and watch the stream if you want to, or whatever you need to do. Just stay. If you could stay in the session, I would appreciate it, just so we can test. But yeah. I didn't spin up with you guys. Game 1.5 and 2 laps. Nice. You can play with your food. Was Ben in the lobby, is he? I got disconnected. What? Do you? How's your connection though? Because obviously the problem is, if you've got a bad connection personally, you can get disconnected very easily, whether the game's good or not. However, if normally your connection's good, other games are fine. The F1 game is generally fine outside of the sort of issue we're looking for, where full lobbies are unstable. If you don't have any issues and you're getting disconnected, then maybe that is an issue. It was good before? Okay. Spectate the whole thing, saw no issues? Okay. Sounds like some people did have issues though, so... Is this G look at GB, look, still he's trying to crash his game, isn't he? Tapping out all the time. GB has somehow managed to sweat tapped out from the game. I mean, only GB could do that. Alex just said, it's not fun to dunk on noobs, and now he's laughing about it. Yeah, fine. Whatever. Right, choose a car if you want to, guys. There should be enough cars for everybody right now. There's 22 cars, of course. I'm going to go with 22. There'll be no more cars, so choose quickly if you're in the lobby. And if they're over 22 again, I appreciate it. Just for a 5-lapper, if you could stay in. Just for the whole thing. If you can, of course. And if you get disconnected, please do let me know in chat. If you get disconnected, let me know in chat 100%. They're still loading in by the looks of it. Could be a slow computer or something by them. Oh, on PlayStation. Do them all. This is quite a common issue that we get. And the people who do open lobbies more will be able to test to it more, but people take a while to load in, but they do normally sort themselves out. Launch day, different story. Right, that's it. No more cars, I'm afraid, guys. Wait, no, that's a lie. There's not still one car. We've got 23 or 24, only one spectator. Or does spectator not count towards the numbers? I don't know, anyway. I don't know. Right, again, guys, just stay in if you can. 5-lap race, whether you're driving, whether you're not, whether you get deleted, whether someone fully takes you out, and you're at the back, and you want to race me and Ben and GB, but you can't because you're at the back and you're frustrated, and I get it. But just for a 5-lap race, I'd appreciate it if you could stay in, if you can. If you get disconnected, absolutely do let me know in chat. If you get disconnected randomly, without doing anything, and your game freaks out and disconnects you, please do let me know. That's essentially what we're testing here. We're testing stability with 24 people in the lobby. This league racer and setup shop owner loves labelling me as a sweat. Oh, I'm not sure if VSC rank could be called a league. You are, GB. You're one of the biggest sweats in Create Series, no doubt. No doubt. Should we bring up the game time, GB? I know you love the game time debate. Aston Receding Racing was GB in it. Was Ben and GB in it? That's me. Gloves to fall there, right? A very solid connection, wide 1 gig, hosted gracious. Okay. And you were fine, weren't you? So, yeah, we'll see. Try sandbagging. I'm Chris. Hi, Chris. I'm Alex. Yeah, you're right. We should. I did scroll for everybody, so we should be able to see everyone's connection bars. Okay, I'm starting P14 in this one. Then no damage, don't forget, guys. But try and race largely cleanly. We're all here for fun. No one wants to be deleted. It's not fun for anybody. Just ruin other people's fun for no reason. So just try and race somewhat cleanly, but also there's no damage on it, so no lobby. It's not that deep. If you make a mistake, don't worry about it. Right, where's I can see one Aston behind. So is Ben also in an Aston? Is that what you're saying? There's GB's back there. Ben's also in an Aston. He must be ahead. Yeah, there he is. Just ahead. Look. Oh, huge jump start. Is that Ben? I think Ben got a jump start. Still gonna pop me in here, 100%. There he goes. Still read him like a book to this day.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty
incredible.
for that last incident, mate.
I might have actually taken someone out doing that. I'm not too sure, but I knew that Ben was just gonna come over on the wall. I could see what he was doing. Whoa, Jesus. Right, no one's disconnected as far as I'm aware. Ah, someone left. They may not be a viewer though, they may have been a random person. Oh, nice. Take that. What I do enjoy about open lobbies is kind of seeing more like a typical player, typical like, oh god, too much, sorry. Typical like player, a typical skill level, like the mistakes that people make, because you don't see these mistakes of course so much in VSC ranked and Great Series. You just don't see it.
Overtake mode active. We'll get some extra
the Ben
power
squeeze
from
from behind.
now. Use boost on the next long straight to get past.
Better be happy with himself about that. Thank you, Lee, for the 2 months up, 2 months subscribe. Hey, Alex, welcome in. That'd be good. Where's Mr. Daly? Not Mr. Daly. I know where Mr. Daly is. Where's Mr. Bowen? I bend it a bit back there to get Guff. I want to recharge. Just put a low battery in me.
Boost mode is available now.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Not today, sir.
Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back
Thank
up
you.
to
Not today,
racing
sir.
speed. Come on.
You said I was going to go deep there. Uh-oh. You might have made an enemy of the wrong person there. Go!
Okay, so with the new power units, make sure you're
That's
lifting
GB,
and
can be still
coasting
in
the
mud.
4 corners, and consider not always going full throttle. Try combining lift and coast into braking with boost out of
Yeah, and a bit of a
corners
batch.
and see if you can find a good balance.
Oh, I think that was a skill issue. I think that was a skill issue off the curb. Oh dear. Ben loses his head when he gets overtaken by Gillon. Won't be the first time. Crazy. Fight myself to still get overtake mode, I think I did.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car
Good news
ahead.
is
They're gonna
GB's
be
beating
giving
Ben.
off dirty air, which is going to
Good news
affect
for all
our
of us.
tyres, so try to get past.
That was our chance of this win, but it's going to be difficult from back here. Battery I've got. So not seen issues on mass. In this lobby so far.
Okay, so remember, when you get within a second, you'll get access to extra power from the hybrid system in overtake mode.
Guys in the front, unfortunately, are not slow. Not sure who's leading. Paul and HL are not slow. I'll be trying to recharge while staying within a second, but I have much more in the back pocket. Well, here we go. I did recharge a lot of laps. I'll have a lot of battery. Hopefully more than the cars in front.
Push, push. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.0 seconds.
Nice HL got battery. Not as much as me, but enough. Whoa, a bit of a slide there from HL helps. Leads is quick as well. Running out of time here, unfortunately. Quite a bit of battery, but I think we won't be the only one. Or will we? Doopy-doo! Not even a warning! Beautiful clean move. Oh, we get fast stuff as well. Amazing. Oh, 2 second penalty obviously from the start, but okay, how was the stability there? It looked fine for me, but there was a few people that left. I think they left rather than disconnected necessarily. Ben is dropping like a stone. He must have had a penalty. Yeah, Ben on a penalty of some kind. Needs to do another one. Ben had a skill issue, wants a do-over. Oh. Ben hit turned in on me. I think that's an F1 game rite of passage. It is true, to be fair. If you got swiped by Ben, that means you're officially an F1 game player. You know, you're not officially an F1 game player unless you've been swiped by Ben at some point. I think I swiped someone at the start, to be fair, trying to avoid Ben. Five, 6 was GBs. Oh, quite a bit quicker than GB, but I did burn all my battery in one lap, of course. Yeah, cross like P2. What was Ben's? There's mine. I might. Chris, my apologies if I took you out at the start. I don't know. I came across on Ben. I think I wasn't quite ahead of you. I might have just completely deleted him at the start. So my apologies to Chris if that was the case. Where's Ben? See the track limits. See the track limits. See the track limits. See the track limits. Oh, it's just all the track limits in the world. Ben was just. There's on that 4 as well. Ben was just completely forgetting about track limits. I think Ben gave himself 6 seconds of penalties for track limits. Incredible. Ran out of battery. Yeah, you did a little bit. Yeah, I was a bit ambitious on the outside, but I was purposely saving it for the last lap. Well, because I forgot how to drive through. Oh dear. Gillon minions are strong. Ben spins himself out and blames Gillon minions. You love to see it. Oh, incredible. Oh yeah, where's Chris? Did I delete Chris in chat? He was on YouTube earlier. The guy said I'm Chris. I think that's the guy I deleted. Yeah, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. That was quite fun in the same way. I don't hate online lobbies. I enjoy them for what they are. I just get bored of them quite quickly. That's my main issue. But yeah, they don't disconnect. Ben turned on me while I was fully alongside, so I held my line and he spun. Beautiful. I think I can imagine you saying we don't accept the Ben Daily. It was 8 seconds Ben had. Yeah, default setup's actually right on 26 cars. It's not too bad. It is about a second lap off, not Austria, but most tracks is about a second lap off for good setup, but it feels alright. You had a clean battle, Spider? Don't believe you. Not possible, Ben. Not possible. It's been months since I last did lobbies. Maybe launch day? Yeah, someone definitely just quit. No one's in chat saying that they DNF'd or whatever. We'll do one more on the same track. Why not? Let's keep it simple. Last one though, chat. I'm going to head off after this. How long have I been live for? 3 hours, 15 minutes. Who do I think I am? So I'll open live timing this time. Yeah, look, I've added it as a non-Steam game now, look. So in here, we've got VSC live timing. We just do that, and it just opens it. Boom, done. Does that. It's just a command prompt thing at the moment. I need to make an interface for it at some point. The long track for more stability strain? I don't think that's how it works. Wow, okay, fine. Miami? What's the track that's hard on battery? They're more fun. Australia. We'll do Australia. No, battery management was not exciting. I considered Spa. Australia. You in the future? I always say I will do them from time to time. Just not very often. There's plenty of streamers, GB's in chat. He does open lobbies all the time. He does, longer ones and stuff, but still, Karim does a lot of open lobbies like this. Meraki used to. There's a lot of people that do them. Just go join theirs. I don't enjoy it enough. Like it's fun for a short period of time. I could probably do it for an hour. But to me, that's not a YouTube video, unless something ridiculous happens. To be fair, the time I overtook 4 people might be a good video. As in repeatedly. But yeah, I just get bored. I just get bored after about an hour. I think the field spread is too big. And like, there's too much cause for some random to come and ruin something. If you could be having a great battle with someone, and some random just decides to come and wait for you and to crash into you, or not brake, or it's so easy for it to happen. Or oh, my race go bad, I'm going to cause a safety car. Like, I don't like it. You crashed out you for not liking in Australia once. Incredible. Clips, yeah, but I'm not a big clips guy. Not a big clips guy. Alex and Ben's home race. True, technically. I've got an Australian passport. Did Chris ever respond? Or did I miss it? About me getting that penalty on him at the start. I hope I didn't fully delete him. But the fact I got a penalty suggests that I probably did fully delete him. Be AFK off the start, so be wary. Oh dear. Open lobby clip will be hours long. But again, it would just be like, okay, this guy's an idiot. This guy's full throttled, brilliant. This guy doesn't know how to drive. This guy's made a massive mistake. It'd just be that over and over again. It's a race normal now. You're racing normal 4-bay. You just had a skill issue. Right. That's one in chat. Let's do this. Oh my word. P20. I'm literally at the back. This can only go well. Good start. Oh, that got there? Oh, I don't know if it was. I think I might have deleted RVK. It was tight. I tried to get the roll on him. Couldn't quite do it. Almost deleted myself. Why do I use so much battery speed this close to these guys? Okay, well, that's why. Okay, P9 from P22, not bad. He got it stopped. You can see he outbraked himself and tried to avoid me because he was so on the curb.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
Be and Ben are quite in the front. Enjoying them. It's not going to be easy in a 5-lapper.
Overtake mode active. Overtake active. You've got more power now from the hybrid system. Use boost on the next
Okay,
long straight
recharge
to
is
get past.
really difficult in Australia. That's why I chose it.
Okay, so you've got overtake now. Overtake enabled.
I forced back out there to be a 3 wide. I should have gone for that more, I think. Should use a bit more battery. I think I cut that corner, I think he did. A lot more battery in these guys, but I'm trying to get past them. I should have gone for it more.
Okay, so managing the engine's more important than ever. Your main way to recharge will be lifting and coasting, and you don't always need to go full throttle. Try some lift and coast before braking, then use boost on corner exit to get that extra energy deployment.
Ah, you got it stopped. Was going deep, you didn't. Fair play. Ah, I did it too early. Want a bit more battery than I've got, really. HL's been saving behind, as you can tell. Between maximum, what is it, P5? P5 in this race, probably. How long it is. Fair play. I can just write that out of my room. Leave no battery. Come on. Did leave me room and didn't. Nice. 6. Got a battery I wanted to there, but I saw an opportunity because he had no battery, so. Yeah, top guys have gone away. Hello. Good run here. Not enough battery. Everyone's going for a resend, don't they?
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Probably got more battery than him, but I don't want to run all of it.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Gap to your teammate behind, 21.7 seconds.
HL still lingering behind. Everyone's saving rather than out. Hopefully I've got a bit more than them, but I have got more than I'd like to.
Okay, so that's boost mode available if you need it.
Let's say that. I've done all of it here. I'm probably going to have none. There's Adam. There you go. It's all about battery. A bit more than me here though, so if he doesn't. We're good. HL though. That's very late. Scared of him going for a big lunge. I think he might have got tapped maybe. We're all good. P4, not bad at all for P22. I'll take that. Not bad at all. HL was always lingering behind me. Bed and GB got absolutely done in by Zach. I'll take that. Pretty sensible race that. That was good fun. That was good fun. Oh, that was good. I enjoyed that a lot. That was good. It was really tactical getting through there. That's one of the ways Australia. Very somewhere like, I don't know, Hungary or somewhere where it's batteries are not an issue, or like Singapore or Monaco. It's just not as fun because you just have to go for big lunges, and it's just like, it's just messier. There'll be more incidents. Whereas that's like, you can outsmart people a little bit because battery is stored lap time, right? So you go, they're 3 wide in front. I don't want to be anywhere near that, so I'm going to lift super early, and it's about managing the gaps of the car behind. If you've got a big gap behind, it's easy. They're close behind, you kind of go, are they going to go for it, are they not? If you see them lifting, you also want to lift, because you don't want to be involved in that battle in front, and then you end up more battery than them, you can fly past them all. It's super tactical, I really like it, but I know that's a minority opinion, but I personally really enjoy it.
Amazing.
Alright, well there you go. Anyone disconnect from that? Think of the bigger picture, or think of the points, HL. Think of the points. Yeah, I think if there was an opportunity today, you definitely got to be, oh, beautiful. Driver of the day, most ever takes cleanest driver. Mwah. Yeah, that Zach guy seems to be pretty quick. Oh, he had a 2-second penalty and still beat GB. Where did they start, though? Oh, he started P3, GB started P9, Ben started P7, so... Yeah, but yeah, there you go. HL started just 2 places above me. He went all the way through with me and him. I went through the pack very nicely, so that was good fun. But yeah, I don't think anyone disconnected. So I do think... I'm not going to say that means it's people's problem that they're having issues, like Hayden when he hosts, right? I'm not going to say that means Hayden's doing something wrong, or he's got an issue. I don't believe that to be the case. I think it is a game issue. But I suspect that the fact we've got 2 more people in the lobby this year is just causing some stability issues with the way the netcode works with this game. It could be, you can have an Ethernet connection, and like GB's got Ethernet, great fiber connection, 2 gig up, 2 gig down, very low ping. DB's got a decent PC as well, but there might be something odd with his setup, with his router even, it could be, with his access point. It could be anything like that. It could be specifically if you've got an Intel-based Ethernet port. Do you know what I mean? It could be anything like that. That it's like, it's mostly fine. It just, for some reason... Maybe it stutters occasionally. Maybe 1 in 1,000 packets is late or something. Just something stupid. That's a non-issue for almost everything. But because this is already a bit fragile, that would cause potential issues like we see. What I will say is it's a bit odd that people like Hayden seem to have safety car issues. It's not just people disconnecting, which you can see how a bit of a network wobble might cause an issue, or a PC wobble, whatever it might be, or a Windows issue. But what I will say is... the safety car is an odd one. I don't really see why the disconnect issues always seem to be included with the safety car going artificially slowly when it first gets called. But they do seem to be connected. When Hayden hosts, we always have the safety car issues and we always have disconnects. When other people host, like Matt 2 and 2, we have neither. One or the other. They're in a weird way linked. I'm not sure why. I guess it must be that the safety car runs on the host's PC. And if they're already struggling, their PC or their connection has now got to run an additional car as well, which I still don't understand why that would make it drive slowly, but that may well be it. So it makes some sense, but from what I tested there, I can't see any major fundamental bugs with the game. I think we're more just seeing the limitations of the netcode of the game, as opposed to a straight up bug, which obviously we all want better netcode, don't we? We all, we love them to rebuild the netcode and make it better, but it's not an easy task. So yeah, I think that's it. Anything else in chat? Spanish app enjoyed it. Yeah, it's good fun. P6 to P6. Well, I don't reckon that tells the whole story of your race, but yeah, it was an interesting result. One of the worst issues on non-lobbies is when everyone joins really fast, like instant. Yeah, so I've seen that, and it takes ages for everyone to connect. I again guessing that would be they have to download certain information from the host, and that can't happen asynchronously, as in it has to be one at a time. So, for example, it might mean if, say, you're hosting GB and 20 people join, it might be that if they all join, within all a tenth apart. So one person joins, 10th later, another person joins, 10th later, another person joins, etc. It might be that the first person that joins has to download information from you, has to, whatever it may be, I don't know what it may be, has to download information from you, but it has to wait till that person's finished. Then once that person's finished, it then starts on the next person. And once that person's finished, it starts on the next person. So you can quite quickly see how getting lots of people joining at the same time Having to wait and do it one at a time would be very slow, which would be a limitation of the way the netcode works. And obviously then, on top of that, if you get someone that's just joined that's got a bad internet connection, where normally it should take 1 second for them to successfully join, with the negotiations that happen between the player and the host. If that person's got a bad laptop or a bad connection or whatever it may be, or got horrendous packet loss because they're on some dodgy 5G Wi-Fi, that person might take 5 seconds. So then everyone's delayed by 5 seconds. Then someone else takes 7 seconds, someone else takes 2 seconds, someone else takes 10 seconds. So you can see how very quickly it's very slow for everybody to get joined. That's a guess. I've got no idea. That's very much a guess, but that is theoretically what could be happening. And it just comes down to netcode. I do just think in general we're just seeing limitations of the netcode. Obviously, previously there was only 20 official F1 cars. There was no reason why we couldn't have more F1 World cars. If the netcode supports it, we could have had 30 F1 World cars in the lobby. There's no reason that was theoretically possible, unless I guess licensing. But we're probably seeing why they never did that, and that's because netcode couldn't handle it. Because we even see issues in LAN, don't we, with esports sometimes, which is crazy. The desyncs the entire lobby and breaks everything, maybe so related. Yeah, again, who knows? Like, who knows? I think we can all agree that netcode and online services is one of EA's weaker, certainly for F1 game, one of their weaker aspects. Sure. Thursday 6 PM community event. I wish I recorded that. Yeah, it was good driving to that HL. We were both very smart. We were both lifting very early there. We were both being very patient to make ultimate gains. Anyways, Charlie, catch you next time. Is there something to improve for F1 27? Absolutely yes. That is, you know what? A lot of people say, and some people think EA have straight up said, we're doing a new engine, we're building the game from the ground up for 27. They have not said that. I cannot be more clear about that. They have not said that. They've not even implied that. They've just said, we're taking a year off to make a bigger change in 27, is all they've said. That could just mean they're rebuilding career mode only. It could mean they're rebuilding netcode only. It could mean that they want the game to fundamentally work in a different way. It could mean a million different things. It could just mean that they decided that the two separate teams that work on even and odd the game numbers wasn't working. We want everybody on one game, and in doing that, we had to take a year off. You know, it could be a million things, right? Fine. Draw a line under that. That being said, no, they're not going to rebuild the game from the ground up. No, they're not going to go to a whole new game engine, I don't think. But netcode is absolutely one of the things they could be improving. But the netcode doesn't require them, I don't believe, to take a year off to improve it. Look, LMU has just done quite a big netcode update, and obviously they didn't need 2 years off to do that. Because, you know, it might take 2 years to build, but you don't have to put your work in the next game. If you started building that at the start of 25, you don't have to put it in 26. You can put it in 27, you can wait, or 28. So, long story short, that absolutely is the sort of thing they could do for 27. It doesn't require a year off, but it is a golden opportunity to have a bit of a reset of that sort of thing and go, all right, let's rebuild the netcode. Let's take some time, let's rebuild the netcode. Because obviously, you know, despite the fact you could in theory have a couple of people rebuilding the netcode system for 2 years, in reality, what you actually have is probably, guessing, a multiplayer team. There's maybe, guessing, 5 people on the multiplayer team, right? There probably isn't. There's probably one guy doing multiplayer, I don't know. So obviously, each year, he's been tasked with, hey, we want a new F1 World feature. Can we have that online? Hey, we want 2-player career to do this and that. Can we do that? Hey, we want to now have a new invite system. We want to go cross-play. We want to change how the mail system works. We want to do different things with time trial leaderboards. Anything that involves network, anti-cheat, anything like that requires a network, right? You can quite quickly saturate their work. So although you say theoretically one guy could go off and work on the netcode, in reality, what you might find is the reason he's taking a year off is because those people normally are saturated with launching new games all the time. If you give them 2 years, maybe they're not saturated anymore, they can take a year to do netcode, then they can take a year, as they normally do, to do all the other things that I just mentioned that may be required of them. And look, I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. This is all guesswork. This is using logic, and this is using developer experience, but not game coding experience. I haven't got any. To guess what could be going on. So take it all with a massive pinch of salt. But look, in terms of what I'm expecting for F1 27, yes, I would like to see the netcode improved. I would like to see things like that overhauled, I guess. But I'm not expecting everything to be overhauled. Not possible. But netcode is one of the things that I would like to see improved, and probably will be improved. You know, they've seen the success of the FC games. They know online is a really important feature. They introduced two-player career for a reason. I'm expecting to see some big changes to the online multiplayer aspects of the game, whether that means netcode, whether that just means a new, you know, My Driver type feature. We will see. We will see. Only problem is when you find lobby, it's likely to be dirty drivers. Yeah, that is a problem. And it's why most people enjoy streamer lobbies, because normally people who are in streamer lobbies are generally tend to be cleaner. Right, I think that's it for me. Better weather system, that'd be nice as well. That would be nice, yeah. Yeah. Right, that's it for me, guys. I'm going to head off. Thank you for joining me today. It's been a long old stream for me today. Almost, well, 3.5 hours it's been. But I'm hungry. I want to go find some dinner. I think Nell's just gone for a run and a pint with her mates, which is very rude of her. Very selfish, I'd say. Very selfish, Nell. What do you mean going for a pint? What about me? I want a pint. Anyway, thank you for joining me today, guys. This will obviously be a video on YouTube, so do go and subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already, and if you want to see kind of highlights from this. It's obviously been a long old stream, so yeah, we've gone through what they fixed and didn't fix from the part 1 of this, which we did back in January of the bug finding. We then went and did our own bug finding, and then we tested some open lobbies. That's the main things we've done today. So yeah, it's been good fun, and obviously we fielded your guys' bugs as well. There's been V1 had about 15 or so, just over. V2, this part 2 of this video, has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 things that we've done today. So similar sort of number. So yeah, we'll just see. Again, EA watched the first video, but I think it was James, old community manager, that watched the first video. Whether he found it, took action and thought, let's make these bugs happen, or whether he found it, sent it to somebody, they said, let's take action, or someone else found it and sent it to him and that he was involved with taking action. I don't know. All I know is James was involved. Let's hope it wasn't just James, because otherwise he might be in the mud and nobody might not see this video from EA. But yeah, we'll see. Like I said, we found a number of bugs today, a lot of which are easily fixable, a lot of which need fixing, formation that bug in particular. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Fingers crossed they do something. Fair play to EA. I want to give a lot of respect to it. Fair play to EA. The first part of this video, they fixed most of the bugs we discovered and found and were able to replicate. Fair play to EA, a lot of respect for that. Fingers crossed they can do it here, but we'll see. We do know they're going to move all resource stuff on 27 soon, and so they should. We're not expecting to fix the bugs on this game forever, but fingers crossed they do fix a few of the ones we found today. Anyway, guys, that's stuff from me. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye bye. Hold on, why is that broken again? What's happened? The Google Drive crash. Google Drive's fine. Get on. Why is it happened again? Hold on. Right, that. And then back to that. Right, don't break again. Was all the others broken? Is the BRB screen broken? Yep. Is the intro screen broken? No, that's fine. Brilliant. Okay, good. Anyway, that's enough from me. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.